Welcome, welcome, soldiers, to the battlegrounds of betrayal. It's a wrangle, baby. We're gonna start off with. So, the grass is green, and well, definitely there's gonna be a lot of snakes as well. And you're tuned into the IRC prize pool scrims brought to you by Royal IRC. And let's give it up for the management, of course, Kanza as well as Dew for ensuring a smooth operation of this paid league. So I am JLo for those who do not know me, and I hope you brought your meds, helmet, and a whole lot of luck. So let's hop on straight into a wrangle. Right. So before that, of course, I do would love to see a lot of early predictions if you could. So with us, we've got a couple of teams, and we would love to hear what your thoughts are on who would be able to secure the first early chicken itself. Will it be the RLX Esports, or will it be LFF EQZ, or will it be the IRC? Mavericks, 4-win, Victory, Mafia Gang, S13s, XHOUSE, TGR, T2R, One Blood, Max Studies SE, Teen U and Next, DDX, SDMZ, and ANTEIKU, or else will it be the Skyforce, OTF, DND, T4Ss. Now, all of these teams are really well playing teams, and well, you just don't know from where and where about you're about to get shot at, or you definitely get knocked as well. That the power of all of these teams, they're not easy to mess with. So do drop in your early predictions and let's see which team would be able to secure an early chicken itself. And here we go, guys. It's a wrangle. All right, so let's take a quick view of the map pathway. Alright, so as you can see, the plain pathway, however, seems to be crossing all the way from Novo all the way to Jojpur. Now, this is a really, really amazing pathway, given that there's so many drop locations that the teams could easily access to. We've got Milta, we've got Pochinki, we also got Gatka, Ruins, Jojpur City, Rozok, and let's not forget Yasna as well. Let us see which teams would be able to secure a first knock, their first blood as well. We can see a couple of teams are heading towards the southern part of the map and a couple of teams heading towards the northern part as well. But mostly we can see a lot of clashes could be seen in the southern part, especially around Novor. Let's take a closer view. All right, so the first circle has already set in, and as you can see, the circle seems to be sort of in between Ferry, Milta, as well as the military base. So let's see which teams would be able to get the first knock and the first kill secured. Now, this is going to be super exciting, guys. A lot of really powerful teams, and the gameplay is going to be super intense. I hope you guys have your popcorns grabbed already. So feels like these teams are sort of trying to get a vehicle in, and a lot of teams are really busy looting right now, early on itself. Right, so let's see. Oh, look at this! Mafia Gang, they have already secured 2 eliminations. Amazing. Mafia Gang seems to be thriving quite as of recently. That's really good. That's really amazing to see, guys. So we can see the Mavericks over here. Let us take a closer view. And I feel like there could be some early clashes around Jojpur as well. Milta and Base. Right, so the Mavericks over here, Vicky seems to be... I don't think Vicky is quite aware of his opponents. I think Blizzy is, though. I feel like they're sort of trying to surround their opponents, so without making them aware about their surroundings. That's a really great way to sort of get a couple of knocks around, and it will be an easy rush as well. So let's see what sort of gameplay they're gonna adapt to. Now this is gonna be super interesting, guys. Here comes the T4s. I think the T4s are not really aware where the Mavericks are. Correct me if I'm wrong though. You can see Vicky sort of flanking towards the right and trying to get a knock here. The T4 is heading straight into Vicky as well, unaware of his location or his whereabouts. And down goes Apex by Asia. He goes the first knock, guys, for the T4s. Almost had him, however, his teammate seems to be picking up as with the pace. And here goes another knock as well by the VE Mavericks. And here comes the rush by Blizzy. Would he be able to secure a knock? And almost did, guys. He's on 1 HP and down goes Blizzy. And however, Vicky seems to be operating really well with his flank. So here comes the nade. Last man standing for T4s. Will he be able to... Or another knock for the Mavericks. Let's see how it's going to be like, guys. Vicky, sir. Alright, he seems to be securing the elimination points as we speak. A total of 2 eliminations here for Team Mavericks. Last man standing for T4s, and down goes T4s with a perfectly executed nade by Vicky. So we are down to just 20 teams and just 68 remaining, guys. Amazing. So that gives a total of 4 eliminations to Team Mavericks. The elimination of the T4s. You can see the TGR is having a go against the UNXs over here. Alright, will it be a situation amongst the TGRs versus the UNXs over here? They've already secured 1 elimination point, guys. This is nerve-thrilling, guys. And here comes Luffy. Would he be able to secure a couple of knocks against the UNXs? Let's wait and watch. Alright, I feel like the UNXs are not really aware of the whereabouts of TGRs. Alright, so a rush coming in by the TGRs, guys. Will it be the TGR? Ooh, down goes Luffy. So will it be a 3v3 situation? Seems like it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a little bit of technical issues. Well, I will blame the weather, of course. Here comes the UNXs and down goes. Amazing shotgun by Clumsy. Alright, so I feel like they should be able to have some time, spare time to get Clumsy revived. So let us see. It is going to be a 2v3 situation here, unless, of course, they're able to secure the recent knock. They're going to be thrown, and Jiraiya seems to be... Oops. Well, he did not make in time. So that gives a total of 2 elimination points for TGR. So it's going to be a 3v2 situation, guys. Who's it gonna be? Will it be the TGRs or will it be the UNXs? And meanwhile, we can see DDX Dora having a go against the MAFIA squad over here. So if you take the leaderboard, at the very top stands Mavericks with a total of 4 elimination points. Following it up with MAFIA with 3 elimination points. SE with 2 elimination points. TGR, and down goes Seva by Clumsy. What an amazing spray with that 4x. So it's gonna be a 1v4 situation. Will it be? And ooh, what is happening here, guys? How did the tables just turn like that? Teddy over here is thriving. Here comes Clumsy with a shotgun. Would he be able to connect the dots with Teddy? Let us wait and watch. Will it be? Ooh, down goes Team UNX. So with that, TGR was able to secure a total of 4 elimination points. That leads to a total of 19 teams remaining and just 60 alive, guys. However, at the cost of what? At the cost of 2 teammates being sacrificed. Alright, so with that, TGR stands alongside with MVX with a total of 4 elimination points. As you can see, a fight against the Mafias here. Mafia gangs, Nate, Apex has already been knocked out, and there goes a lovely shotgun against the viewers. Alright, so down goes Pure M as well. I think he should have enough time to revive his teammate, and yes, he does. So we are still stagnant with 19 teams. However, we are alive with just 58 remaining, guys. So a total of 5 elimination points for the Mafia gang, and that leads them to be at the very top of the leaderboard with a total of 5 eliminations. Well done. Alright, so moving on to the B2Rs over here. B2R seems to be having a go against the SCs. Will it be SEs or will it be the B2Rs, guys? Drop your early predictions. I would love to see which team you're gonna root for early on. So you can see the circle is gonna be closed in quite soon, and a couple of teams are actually in the blue zone already, and they're gonna struggle quite a lot when it comes to getting into the safe zone, given that they need to cross pathways alongside a couple of more teams as well. I mean, chances are you're never gonna know who's gonna be camping in that bridge over there. So bridges are very scary, guys. I've noticed bridges are the most deadliest path when it comes to either of the maps. Erangel, Miramar, Sunhawk, you name it, there's gonna be a team for sure. You're just never gonna expect it though. Alright, so you can see the B2Rs over here going against the SEs, I believe. A little bit of technical issues I'm facing it. Once again, I will blame the weather. Alright, so with that, we are still stagnant we are down to 17 teams, which is 52 alive, guys. In a blink of an eye. I think we just had 19. How did that go down to 17 in just a few seconds? I mean, a wrangle is quite shocking. I'm not surprised. So here we have the B2Rs, and we can see eyes are going against the DNGs. Oh, what a lovely spray by H over here. Okay, so let's see. He seems to be rushing straight into securing his knock. You can see error over here. See Panza B2R, Azlan. They have secured a total of 3 elimination points already. So if you take a closer look at the leaderboard, still stands Mafia Gang at the very top with 5 eliminations, and Mavericks with 4 eliminations, B2R with 3 eliminations, CGR with 4 eliminations again. Alright, so we can see the EQZs over here. Speak of EQZs, I was just about to announce their name over here. Alright, so we are stagnant with this 17 teams and 50 alive, guys. Who is it gonna be? Do drop your early predictions and let us see which team you are rooting for. So, Mafia Gang, again, another fight. I mean, Mafia Gang seems to be going, having like head-on, head-first fights multiple times. Are they not really tired at all? Let's see who's it gonna be. Who's it gonna be, guys? Will it be the BTS or will it be the Mafia Gang? Ooh, we're having like a duel here. I mean, stakes are high. They must have felt like, you know what? Heck with 4 people. We're gonna do it great with just 2 people live. Let's do it. So the DTFs versus the Mafia Gangs. Let's see. And who is that right about them? Team seems to be sort of segregated. We can see both of the members are sort of, at each of the corner, and like I said, bridges are camped. You gotta be very wary of your surroundings, especially bridges. We can see Take It Easy at the bottom of a ridge over here. Somehow taking it easy is not gonna take it easy. At the crown over there, we got Doc. Is it Docker or is it Doc? I'm not quite sure how to pronounce these names, guys. Most of these names are really fancy. Alrighty, seems to be like they're sort of holding on to who's gonna put their head out first and who's gonna get knocked first, for us to really see some sort of entertainment, a sort of rush happening here, but like not anytime sooner. And here comes another squad though. Here comes another squad. I don't really think they're quite aware of what's really happening in this bridge area over here. You got the DDXs here running straight into. Okay, who's it gonna be, guys? Will it be the DTFs? Will it be the DDXs? I don't think they're really aware of Crown's surroundings. Not quite sure, but like Dora seems to be, and down goes Crown. DDX securing another elimination point just like that. How on earth? Alright, so that gives Mafia Gang a more smoother operation here as well. So let's see, will it be the DDXs, will it be the DTFs, or will it be the Mafia Gang? As we speak, we can see Sacha going against a couple of eliminations here as well. Right, so I'm not quite sure if maybe has already seen. Ooh, here comes Dora! Rushing straight into take it easy. Will take it easy. Might need to really consider if he will take it easy or not. Goes straight into a reverse and down goes take it easy. Alrighty, so that leads to just one man standing Mafia Snake. There's two solo men in the bridge and three people above the bridge. Who's it gonna be, guys? I'm really genuinely I'm clueless. Will it be the DDXs? Will it be Mafia Gang? Or will it be the DTFs? Let's give it a go. Do drop your early predictions, guys. So we are still stagnant with 17 eliminations and just 47 remaining, guys. Now the stakes are really high. Let's not forget to give a shout out for, of course, Royal IRC, Blue, as well as Hansa for organizing this prize pool integrated scrim, of course, for $100. So let us see who will be able to walk away with $100 for today's scrim sesh, guys. But first of all, let's focus on who would be able to secure a chicken in the first match itself. Not quite sure what the DDXs are doing here, but like seems like there's gonna be some sort of plan. They're really aware that there could be people camping the bridge, so they're being very precautious here. If you can take a outskirt look of the entire surrounding, we feel like, you know, the DDXs are not gonna go into the bridge right away. Okay, so Doc seems to be pulling up a new strategy here. He seems to be swimming. However, he is not aware that YS is right in front of him, and here comes YS. Would he be able to spot Doc is the question. Not really. YS seems to be focusing on what is above. He's not aware of what is right below him. Hello, are you not aware? And yes, with that, down goes DTF, guys. So YS finally noticed that someone was right there. Now we're having a fight against the TGRs. Here, let's see who's it gonna be, guys. We are down to 5th. Ooh, down goes Mafia Gang as well. The blink of an eye. So we are down to just 15 teams and just 44 remaining, guys. Do drop your early predictions on who would be able to secure an early chicken. You can see Ginny over here sort of eyeing. Alright, never mind. Here comes the situation amongst EQZs over here. Alright, so the we got Storm sort of smoking around, throwing whatever the utilities he's able to get grasp of. Here comes Tifu with just 1 HP. What? How? Okay. So here comes Swaggy as well. Storm sort of guarding, gatekeeping the outer skirts. And down goes T4. Will Swaggy be able to secure, revive his teammate in time though? Given that there seems to be a sort of like a sandwich situation here. Storm sort of giving a support for his team members over here. You see Sacha, Chatu, Team XH, guys. Alright, so we are down to 14 teams and just 40 remaining. The match seems to be quite ending fast. Let's see. Right, so will it be Swaggy or will it be Sacha? Just one grenade and you are definitely gonna get knocked in that little area where Tufu is at. So grenades are being thrown. I think Swaggy might have heard me already. And down goes Sacha. Opposite happens. Well, I don't think Sacha would be able to get revived, of course, unless, he doesn't get caught to the eyes of the EQZs over here. Alright, so EQZ Tifu going in for a rush against Sacha, and down goes Sacha. Down goes Sacha, guys. So it's just a situation between Luis and Chatu over here. Will it be a 2v4 situation or will it be a 4v2 situation? Let us see, guys. Who are you rooting for? Will it be the EQZs or will it be the XHOUSE GODZ? So wait and watch, and as you can see, Ginny over here sort of flanking towards the right. Everything is happening so intensely, guys. And here comes a spray by Ginny. You can see Clumsy has been knocked out, and Ginny should be able to revive him in time, given that the teammate seems to be... Ooh, here comes DDXs as well. Alright, Ginny feels like, she might not have enough time to revive her teammates. So now let's talk about girl power. Ginny, amazing, well-known player, and she plays really well. Alrighty, so Ginny seems to be sort of going into a more safer spot, and as we speak, we can see our Alexis are going against a couple of teams here as well. Because the EQZ is this is a nerve-wracking moment, and alrighty, so there goes a couple of sprays by the Dilla. Is happening here, guys. This is like a fruit salad moment. There's a lot of teams. Look at that. Look at the map overall, guys. There's a lot of teams compiled, like packed together in here. There's a lot of teams. And we are just down to stage 4 already with just 12 seconds, 10 seconds left for the zone to close in for the 5th stage. So as you remember, 5th stage is where the real damage is gonna happen. The zone is gonna be reckless, it's gonna be merciless against you, and the teams are gonna get huddled already. But like, ooh, what is happening here? Down goes Chris, down goes Pega as well by Yamahish. Yamahish is literally on fire, guys. I've been seeing a lot of knocks and his name literally popping out time to time. You can see a revive going here by the VEs. Here comes Adios, IRCs. Right, so down goes Chris and down goes Pega by B2R. What on earth is happening, guys? One guy gets knocked, one guy gets revived, and the next time, you know, there's gonna be another team. Here comes B2R for a rush. Straight into the V's, and ooh, down goes Error. Down goes Error, and down goes Team OB. Alright, so we are down to just 11 teams and just 27 remaining, guys. Do drop your early predictions. Will it be the B2Rs? Will it be the DNDs? IRC, RLX, MBX, S13, EQZ, XH, 1B, Sky, or will it be the INFs? Let's look at this zone, guys. RLX seems to be dominating here with a really nice location. So they should be able to sort of secure a couple of knocks and a couple of eliminations here. However, that is unless of course they get rushed by a team. You can see the Mavericks is going against the DNDs here as well. Down goes Tifu by Chatu. And down goes Doin by Azlan. So will it be the DNDs or will it be Mavericks, guys? Let us observe who it's gonna be. Here comes Spray by Poison. As you can see, at the top of the leaderboard now stands B2R with 7 elimination points, and following up with IRC with 5 elimination points, Mavericks 6 elimination points, DND 5, RLX is 13, 1 point, XH likewise, and EQZ with 4 elimination points. We are down to stage 5, guys. Now this is where the game is about to happen. All of the teams are to huddle. There's 11 teams in this tiny little circle, and it's an open space area. Are you kidding me, PUBG? Sometimes logic doesn't add up in PUBG either. Well, can't help it, right? Alright, so down goes Omega by One Blood Nish. There goes Swaggy by Louise. What on earth is happening here, guys? Dila is sort of overlooking into the outskirts of areas, and we got Chatu at the bottom of the rocks here, while the team is Louis. It seems to be on the top. So that's gonna be cover from the bottom as well as the top, and a kind reminder for you to get hydrated as I'm gonna be right now. Alright, so we can see we are down to 9 teams and just 21 remaining, guys. Let us observe and watch who's it gonna be and what it's gonna be like. You can see a situation going against the IRC versus the Skies. Guys, Mavericks is here too. Are you kidding me? There's like 4 teams in just in a really tiny huddled up space. Okay, well, down goes Kai Anish. So we are down to 8 teams and 20 remaining, guys. You drop your early prediction. What on earth just happened? Did I just see a I believe I can fly moment? Okay, never mind. And we can see the DNDs here. So then we can revive while the RLXs are right behind their tail. We are still stagnant with 8 teams. RLX sort of feeling the pressure already to get a couple of knocks. They've already gotten 5 elimination points here. And down comes 6 elimination points. See the B2Rs with 9 elimination points. The B2R and RLX sort of seems to be dominating over here. Likewise IRC as well. You can see a revive going here for Error. Meanwhile Azlan right in front of them. Guys, this is crazy. Open space area and 6 teams remaining. with 12 alive. Are you kidding me? Alright, so we can see a situation with RLXs versus the B2Rs. Meanwhile, we got Chatu at the bottom as well. I don't think none of them are really aware where Chatu is exactly. But like when it comes to coming to zone is the problem. How is he able to get up, get on top of to make sure that he's in the safe zone? Sort of a couple of sprays going against Dilla here. And down goes Dilla by Yamahish. Yamahish seems to be really having a time of his own. Seems to be dominating Erangel. I feel like Erangel should be his like favorite map or something. And here comes a rush by the KGB towards and down goes Azlan. Omega, down goes Omega as well. So it is up to Sana. Will Sana be able to avenge his teammate's death? It's gonna be a one-man situation, guys. However, the B2R seems to be sort of searching for Sana over here. Here comes a rush by the B2Rs for Sana, and here comes a grenade. Will he be able to cook it up against the B2Rs? Down goes IRC's Adios as well. We are down to 14, so just 7 alive. In this tiny little circle of an open space. RLX will be the case with B2Rs. Will it be S13? You let me know. And Chatu right behind as well. Nobody seems to be aware where Chatu is at. And yep, just like that, we can see RLX has been eliminated. So we are down to just 3 teams and just 6 alive, guys. Now, of course, we can see the KSGB2Rs are having an upper hand, a very good advantage here, given that they have all of their teammates alive. And we got 2 solo men here. Will it be a heal battle or will it be a straight up headshot sort of a situation? Let us observe and watch, guys. Do drop your predictions. Will it be the B2Rs? Will it be the S13s? As you can see, sort of a plan going by error over here. I am actually sort of stuck with my connection issue. I apologize in advance. Alright, so let us observe, guys, situation against the B2Rs. That's Yamahish here. We're still stagnant with 3 Ts, there's just 6 remaining. And the stage, the zone is about to close in a couple of seconds all the way to stage 8. Who will it be, guys? Will it be the XHOUSE GODZ? Will it be the KSGB2R? Or will it be... Alright, here comes the zone. Now the zone is critically mercilessly acting up against the players. Here comes a heal battle as well, but would he be able to? Nope. Nope. And there you have it, guys. A really predictable chicken dinner. Give it up for your team KSGB2R. Great, amazingly played, guys. So that was a wrangle in all its ruthless glory. From those wild rotations to third-party heartbreaks, well, GG to everyone who survived the Green Nightmare. Alrighty, so let's give it up for your winner one more time, KSGB2R, with a total of 25 match points and total damage of 2,509, total eliminations of 15, and total points equivalent for 25. Once again, give it up for KSGB2R. Well done on securing your first chicken for the Scream Sesh today. Well, of course, powered by Royal IRC. This is the IRC prize pool Screams. And let's have a WWCD team stats moment over here. Let's give it up for Era with a total of 7 elimination points. Panda with a total of 2 elimination points. Yamahish with 4 elimination points. And Azlan with 2 elimination points. So there you have it, guys. Your 15 elimination point and the winner for the first match. So in total, the match summary would be 70 eliminations, 81 knockouts, 12,048 total healings. Are you kidding me? And 11 grenade eliminations, amazing, and 37 assists with 0 vehicle eliminations. So there you have it, guys, your match summary for the first wrangle, of course. Moving on head to head, let's have a comparison moment here. So of course, B2R has the upper hand when it comes to damage. Say likewise for knocks and elimination points as well. Total points between B2R would be 25 and RLX 11 points. Alrighty, so let's move on to the next stat. Let's give it up for KSG Error B2R with a total of 7 eliminations and 853 damage with 3 assists and 6 knockouts, 0 throwables and 414 healings. Well played, well done, Error. Keep up the same momentum. Right, so moving on to the top players for match 1, we've got at the very top Arabi 2R with 7 eliminations, Yamahesh with 4 eliminations, Vicky with 4 eliminations, Dilla with 3 eliminations, and Clumsy with 4 eliminations. Give it up for your top players of match 1 for Era, Hesh, Vicky, Dilla, and Clumsy. Well played, guys, well done. So moving on to match rankings, of course, at the very top stands B2R with a total of 25 points, following it up with RLX 11 points, IRC with 9 points, Mavericks with 8 points, XHOUSE GODZ with 8 points, DND with 8 points, S13 with 6 points, TGR and Mafia Gang DDX with 5 points, EQZ with 4 points, 4 win, SE UNX with 2 points each, Infinite and MST with a point each, Victory X, One Blood, Skyforce, ANTEIKU, and OTF. However, we'll need to really step up their game. We do have a couple of more matches to go. In total, 4 matches indeed. So let's see, guys. We can see match 1 has already been dominated by B2Rs with a total of 25 points and 15 eliminations. Next up, we've got Miramar. Let's see which team would be able to secure a really good chicken and also give us a proper entertainment. And following it up with Miramar, we got Sandhawk, Miramar, and Erangel as well. So 4 matches to go, 5 in total. Alright, so Erangel definitely said no mercy, and well, the lobby did actually listen. Huge plays, insane clutches, and one lucky chicken. Then, of course, KSGB2R. Massive thanks to Royal IRC for keeping the screams alive, and let's give it up for Kanza as well as Dew for making it happen. Don't go anywhere, more actions loading. Let's go in for a quick, short break. Well, hello, and welcome back to the IRC Paid League of a prize pool of $100, sponsored, of course, to you by Royal Esports. And let's give it up for Kanza and Dew for making this happen as well. So let us move on to next, the land of sand, scopes, and long range tiers. It is Miramar time. You're watching once again the IRC prize pool screens presented by the Sniper's favorite sponsor, Royal IRC. And for those who do not know me, I am JLo, and this desert ain't for the weak. So do drop your early prediction, guys. Let us know which team you are rooting for and who would be able to secure the second chicken dinner for the second map of the day. So let us drive straight into Miramar now. But of course, nevertheless, let's give it up for all the teams that are participating and striving hard to get that chicken secured. Let's give it up for RLX, EQZ, IRC, Mavericks, 4Win, Victory, Mafia Gang, S13, XHOUSE GODZ, TGR, B2R, One Blood, Daddy's SE, UNX, DDX, SDMZ, ANTEIKU, Skyforce, OTF, D&D, and T4's ESMST. So these are your teams, guys, for the day who will be participating for the official IRC prize pool screams of $100. Right, so Miramar is definitely, the very least favorite map of anyone's. Well, I mean, I love the Miramar map, but I know a lot of people do not really like Miramar, given that, there's gonna be a lot of mountains, and driving in mountains is definitely a moment for all of these teams. But like, let's see, the stakes are gonna be super high. The teams are really powerful. Let us see who would be able to secure that chicken dinner for your second map of the day. Right, so we can see the flight has already begun over here. Let us take a closer view into the pathway. Okay, this is a really beautiful pathway as well. It straight away cuts from Valle del Mar all the way to Torre Ahumada, Campo Militar in between. Now, teams are gonna have a lot of advantage here. There's gonna be a lot of suitable, feasible drop locations like Pecado, Los Leones, Chumacera. I mean, Los Leones is quite a bit further away. However, they should be able to find, four-wheelers, two-wheelers, and they should be able to make it to Los Leones as well. El Pozo, we've got a lot of teams going to Minas and Prison. That's a bit of a surprise. I feel like that's gonna be the very first early clash we're gonna witness. Let's see which team would be able to get the first knock, the first kill, the first blood. Alright, so the first zone has already settled in. It is right in between El Pozo, Los Leones, Minas, as well as Hacienda. We can see a couple of teams that are going out of the safe zone as well. We can see Alright, so D&D is here already gearing up into a fight. You can see a couple of knocks already here, guys. Let's take a closer view. I'm super excited. Miramar is given my ring fairy, and down goes one of the team members for T4s by EQZ. Given that two of their teammates are also not they're unable to, so it is all up to Storm to be able to give a proper showdown here against the T4s, guys. Who will it be? I feel like Storm is sort of backing out to revive his teammate, or not. Feels like the rush is real, and here comes the first couple of shots for EQZ Storm, and down goes Storm, guys. Down goes Storm, so it is all up to Perfect now. Perfect. Oh, what? Hello? Hello? Hi, Perfect. Well, back to Earth. Alright. Seems to me Perfect wasn't really available at that time, so no weapons, nothing at the moment. However, he's not backing out, and here can see D&D going against the niche. Sorry, D&D going against a couple of teams here as well. High 4s. You can see OTF as well. Alright, so we got Merit here. Merit last man standing. Rather than backing out, he's going straight into the Skyforce down goes stage. And here comes Anish with just 1 HP, guys. And down goes Merit. That leads to a total of just 20 teams remaining and 71 alive. So the first team to be eliminated is INF. Alright, so we can see Skyforce has already secured 4 elimination points. We got section 13 S13s here. S13 sort of eyeing the SEs over here at Chumasera. Alright, I don't really think SEs are really aware that the S13s are right behind their tail. So you can see Dilla here sort of, okay, Dilla might be aware that there's a team which is surrounding him. He does call for his backup as well. You can see Buddy rushing straight up as well. You can see Venom sort of gatekeeping towards the left, and Purem still fixated his eyes on Dilla over here. Alright, so let us see. It is going to be a situation between the S13s and the SEs. Who are you rooting for? Who would be able to make it out alive from Chumasera? We are still in stage 1, guys, and we can see at the top of the leaderboard stands Kai with a total of 4 elimination points. D4s with 3 elimination points, and oh, here comes a monster truck taking out Rios out of the blue. And down goes Rios, guys. So that leads to just 3 members alive in S13. So here comes the rush by Nigesh. Nigesh is sort of feeling the heat, feeling the pressure, and down goes Dilla as well. So it's just a situation amongst 3v2. Who would it be, guys? Will it be the SCs or will it be the S13s? Now, of course, we can take a closer view. We can see the S13s are definitely having an advantage here. Ooh, oh, what is that toxicity, guys? Fisting. Alrighty, that was not expected at all. Well, we are clueless as to why he may have fisted, but that is none of our concern as of now. We really need to stay tuned for the actions that we are about to witness. The toxicity is real even in a map like Miramar. You can never expect where you're gonna get fisted or where you're gonna get a snipe at. And so the SDMZ D&D is going against the Mafia gang over here. Ooh! Almost good, and he does take it easy. Really took it easy against the D&Ds over here. We can see they're going in for a rush to secure a couple of eliminations. Alright, so we can see Snake seems to be very close to the D&Ds over here, and I think they are also going in for a revive. However, here comes a rush against the Mafia gang versus the D&Ds. Ooh, what just happened there? Alright, so down goes Snake. Down goes Snake, guys, and Gyro seems to be sort of going right behind to back up for his teammates here. Will he be able to revive his teammate though in time? That was pretty close, guys, and he is a 1v2 situation. Who is gonna... And down goes Gyro. So that leads to the elimination of a Mafia gang, and a total of 4 elimination points secured by D&D. And we are down to just 19 teams alive, guys. At the top of the leaderboard, we can see D&D and Skyforce leading, aligning to one another with 4 elimination points. And right behind their tail, we got S13 DDX, T4s as well, with 2 and 3 elimination points respectively. Ooh, that was a 1 HP. He is in 1 HP, guys. The SCs have no time to back out, no players to back out. As you can see, Mafia gang are sort of really fixating their eyes on the SCs over here. Let the toxicity begin. You can see the Mafia gang literally having a lot of advantage here, given that they are on higher grounds and they have a proper view on what is really happening below them. And down goes Buddy. So it is a one-man situation here. Will there be a rush by the Mafia gang? Let's watch and wait, guys. Even then, a couple of sprays did connect against Venom as well. You can see 2 of the teammates from the S13s are literally coming in for a rush. Now SEs better come up with a proper strategy, else it's gonna be a bye-bye moment for them as well. You can see Pure Aim rushing out here in the open. Fearlessly, mercilessly, he comes with a nade as well. Would he be able to connect the nade though? Let's watch and wait. And here comes the nade. Well, almost kind of did. And Buddy with the stun, well, now he's back to his UZ. Utilities are being thrown against the SDs, guys. They're literally being sort of, they have no way of escaping Chumacera right now. Either it's gonna be the S13s or it'll be the SCs. Who are you rooting for? Do drop your early predictions, guys, and let us let us know which team you are supporting for. So now this is a really good strategy by the S13s. Two of the teammates at the lower grounds, while another team is covering for the another team member is covering for them higher grounds as well, while Pure Aim is the one who's gonna go head on first against the opponents over here. Alright, so let us see, guys. Pure Aim sort of looking towards his left and right, not quite sure what sort of strategy he's gonna pull up from his sleeve. Buddy and Venom seems to be not moving as well. Can see Dilla going against the Urbeeves over here. And down goes Urby Woods. Oops, my bad, guys. One of our Let's members was actually knocked out. My eyes be playing tricks on me these days. I don't blame it. I still blame the weather. Well, we are still stagnant with 19 teams and 64 remaining, guys. And the situation seems to be quite stagnant here against the S13s and SEs, unless of course someone decides to push in. So most likely not gonna happen very early on. We are still in stage 2 and we are stagnant with just 19 teams remaining and 63 alive. Alright, so here we go. Alrighty, a quick fight against VNs over here. Smokes are being thrown against Skies. Okay, will it be the Skies or will it be the VNs? Let us know your early prediction, guys. Oh, down goes Oscar by one of the Sky members. And here comes Zombie to the rescue. Will he be able to revive his teammate on time? Well, he kinda does, unless of course a nade. Well, speak of the devil, there goes a nade. And here comes rush for Anish. Ooh, down goes the Benzi by Anish. What a really lovely shotgun moment over there. However, he was not able to make himself safer against the opposition team. And here comes EST Sage to the rescue. EST Sage being the last man alive, rather than going for a placement, he goes straight in to get a couple of eliminations, knowing that they already have a knocked out member. And down goes Zombie. What a beautiful nade there, guys. Amazing nade. And will he be able to... Down goes Oscar as well. Just 2 men remaining. 2 men. It's gonna be a 2v1 situation, unless of course a revive goes straight in. We can see Oscar being revived here by Sham and Benzi reviving Zombie as well. Now Sage has to really cook up something, unless of course... Will it be Sage or will it be... Oh, down goes Sage, guys. But really well played. Beautiful nades as well. So, with that, Team High Scores has been eliminated and we are down to 18 teams, guys, with just 60 remaining. You can see a situation amongst the RLX versus T4s over here. T4s, and right behind them we've got the DD Hexes as well. What a legend happened here. Sandwich moment, guys. Now this is what you call a proper sandwich moment. Down goes Cyrex as well, so it is all up to Apex to stir the game up here, guys. And here comes a nade. Will it be connected to Apex? Well, not really. He was able to drive away from the clutches, so we got just 2 remaining for RLX. Apex in his last health, guys. Last health. Imagine if the vehicle had been blasted. The Cyrex has been eliminated. We are down to 17 teams. Are you kidding me? When on earth did it just turn to 17? Alright, never mind. Well, Miramar is also surprising just as Erangel, but what's more surprising is Sandhawk. That is guaranteed for sure. Which is gonna be your next map for the day. That's the last man standing here, sort of gonna play it for placement points, I believe. However, the DDX is right behind their tail, and the RLX is right behind their tail as well. Now look at this. Right in the middle stands the T4s. And between, alongside stands DDX and RLX respectively towards different angles. It's gonna be super hard for the solo man to, sort of stay put. So I feel like if you take a closer look at the circle, alright, so that goes straight onto Monte Novo and a little bit of power grid as well. Now, where is the real clash is gonna happen? We'll look at the teams at the southern part of the map, guys. Now, all of these teams are really trying hard to get into the safe zone. But of course, it's gonna be super hard. Imagine the lag as well. All of these teams heading straight into the safe zone. It's not gonna be easy. We are stagnant with just 17 teams and 55 still alive into stage 3 of the zone, and in a minute and a half just left for the zone to close in for stage 4. So Mavericks over here, Mavericks going against the 4 wins. 4 wins, just Pega and Nostra were able to survive. Will he be able to connect the nade? Well, not yet. Down goes Jana by the VXs. There's so many X's here. Kind of hard to recognize as well. And here comes a nade. Would he be able to connect the nade in time? Well, kind of did. Half a health for Ricky. So you can see Pega going, Pega, not Pega, well, Nostra sort of going against the MEXs here. Nades are being thrown. Literally 3 teams in the same compound. We got the 4 wins, we got the Mavericks, we got the VXs over here. Who's it gonna make it out alive, guys? I am super nervous right now. It feels as if I'm in the I'm living this moment right now. I'm so pressured. This is how it is supposed to be, a textbook example of how a proper gameplay should be, because this is what you call pure entertainment. As the Mavericks sort of taking turns on who should be doing what. The strategy is sort of clueless at the moment. Like nades are being used, all of the utilities that could be used, and this is a real good scenario. Right at the back of them, there comes a loot as well. The drop. This is so amazing, guys. Alright, so we are still stagnant with 17 teams and just 49 alive. 4 wins, however, were able to secure 2 eliminations. However, at the top of the leaderboard is VX with a total of 6 eliminations, following in top with DND S13s with 4 eliminations each. Likewise for T4s as well. And we got the DDXs with 3 points. RLX and 4 wins with 2 points. EQZ, B2R with 1 point each. Now let's see how the teams are able to bring up the same momentum for the second map, or are they sort of in a resting space already? You can see the DNDs, I feel like he is really aware that there's someone over there, but like there could be potential glitches as well. You can see the OTF, B2R sort of going against the TZRs over there. And what is happening against the YS? Alright, so this is a chilling moment, guys. Here comes the real pain. Will it be 4 wins, and down goes 4 win by Mavericks? However, they're not quite sure where the VXs are. The leader, the very top at the leaderboard. So with that, down goes 4 win. We are down to 15 teams alive, which is 44 remaining, guys. Do drop your early predictions on who you think might be able to secure the chicken dinner for the second map of the day. Once again, let's give it up for Royal Esports, as well as Kanza, as well as for making this magic happen. This is your IRC Paid League Match 2 for a prize pool of $100. B2R sort of going into a moment here against the TGRs here, and down goes Clumsy by error. It was a UMP C2 over there. Alright, with just a minute left for the zone to close in as well, guys. Who do you think would be able to secure the chicken dinner for the second map? You can see the TGRs are definitely having a high ground advantage here. However, well, that's not safe yet. When you are facing against the B2Rs, let us see who is able to make it out alive here, guys. Will it be the B2Rs or will it be the TGRs? We got Drax and oh my goodness, was that a splendid nade? With that beautiful glorified nade, down goes B2Rs, and we are down to 14 teams alive with just 38 remaining, guys. We can see a situation here going around with the Mavericks versus the VX. Who is it going to be? Down goes Astia. Down goes Astia, and here is Vicky. Vicky versus Sam versus Oscar. Who is it going to be, guys? Shotgun situation. Down goes Vicky as well. Last man standing for Mavericks. Would he be able to show us some magic? Well, not yet. I was tongue twisted as well. Down goes Mavericks, guys. So we are down with just 13 teams alive and 35 remaining. That leads to a total of 9 elimination points for BX, standing at the very top of the leaderboard. Well done. That's the Mafia gang sort of having a moment here against the UNXs once again. Let's see, guys. Will it be the Mafias or will it be the UNXs? I literally hate that vehicle. It's so annoying, to be honest. It deals with a lot of damage though. OTFs over here. Oh, also a kind reminder to stay hydrated, because I am about to be as well. We are all human beings after all, aren't we? And just as VXs have concluded their fight against the Mavericks, here comes OTS. Now will they have 4 people all alive? That's good. Who will it be, guys? Will it be the OTFs or will it be the VXs? VXs seems to be in this little compound that seems to be sort of a lucky charm for them. Thrown any utilities they could find are being thrown around. You can see Ike with a nade. Will he be able to connect it? Well, nope. Not. Ooh, down goes Oscar. The last man standing for VX is just stunned. Here comes the rush by the OTFs, and down goes VX just like that in a blink of an eye. So we are down to 12 teams and just 32 remaining, guys. Here comes our Alexis versus the DNDs. Shotgun versus shotgun situation, guys. Omega in literally of 2/4 of his health. Will he be able to take down DNDs, or will DND be able to take off RLX? Now I am literally on my nerves, and here comes the DNDs. RLX has been eliminated as well. So we are down to 10 teams and we are just in stage 5. And with just 34 seconds for the zone to close in. UNX is having a time of their own here. Down goes Liar, right? And here comes the rush by the UNX against the Mafia gang. Who is it gonna be? Because will be Mafia. Down goes Liquor as well. And down goes Team UNX. So give it up for Team Mafia's S13. They are literally on the top of the leaderboard with 9 eliminations as well. Well done, alongside with VXs. Alright, so Team DDXs has already been eliminated as well. Now TGR's last man standing, Drax over here. Nope, sorry, Boyka is along there as well. We are down to 7 teams, and down goes Team TGR as well. In a blink of an eye. Everything happens in a blink of an eye. I do not have time to blink my eyes either. This is insane. Alright, so we are still stagnant with 7 teams and 20 remaining, guys, in this tiny little circle which seems to be in the open area. What is PUBG doing right now? Open area circles, really, guys? Ooh, down goes S13s as well. Alright, well done, XHOUSE GODZ. So we are down to 6 teams alive with just 17 remaining, guys. And if you take a look at the leaderboard, you can see S13 is leading with 10 points, following it up with the VXs with 9 points. So who will it be, guys? Will it be DNZ? Will it be IRC? Will it be XH? Will it be AQZ? Or will it be OTFs? Now, a lot of advantage for XH and OTF over here, and DNZ as well, given that they have all of their members alive. Now, the OTFs are definitely having an advantage. Here down goes DNZ as well. Lovely nades by ATs. So we are down to 5 teams with just 15 alive, guys. Will it be ANTEIKUs or will it be OTFs? Let's give it up for all the remaining teams right now. IRC, XH, EQZ, OTF, and AT. Who is it gonna make it out alive here, guys? You drop your early predictions and who do you feel like should be able to secure a glorious winner for the second lap of the day? So we are still stagnant with 5 teams and 15 remaining. Down goes Chatu by OTFs. OTF seems to be sort of dominating over here. Right, so we got IRCs over here in a really good location. They have successfully secured the safe zone to their advantage. You can see the OTFs, however, needs to make sure that they get into the zone. Got the XH as well, and down goes OTF. Down goes OTF by IRCs, and down goes ATs for the zone as well. Now, stage 7, guys, it's not easy. It's a merciless blue zone. You're never gonna know in the blink of an eye. Your health just keeps deteriorating. So we are down to just 2 teams remaining, guys. Will it be IRC or will it be the XHs? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Of course, IRC has a really good advantage here, given that they are alive with 4 remaining, guys. So, will it be a 4v3 situation or will it be a 3v4 situation? Do drop your early predictions and do motivate your team by cheering for them. Will it be XHOUSE GODZ or will it be IRC? Down goes the first knock against the XHs. Sacha has been eliminated as well. So will it be a 4v2 situation? Will it be a 2v4 situation? We're never gonna know. It's an open space area. We are down to stage 7 and with just 15 seconds left for the stage 8 blue zone to close in, guys. Down goes Mummy with a really beautifully executed nade by Dima. Now, nades are really vital for when it comes to a map like Miramar, Eranga, given that, the distance amongst one party to another could be very varying, but like with nades, you should be able to secure a couple of elimination points here. And Dima in his last health, down goes Dima. Sorry, down goes Luis and down goes Dima as well. So there you have it, guys. Let's give it up for your champion of the match. One hit IRC. Well done, well played. Another Miramar Classic in the books for sure. The zone was definitely unforgiving and the high ground definitely stood strong, held strong. We saw which and what teams were taking advantage of the high grounds. So let's give it up for your winners one more time. One hit IRC with a total of 27 points, 8 eliminations, 1247 total damage, and match points 18. Well done, IRC. Perfectly executed. Alright, so let's go on to the team stats. We got Cheer with 4 elimination points, and Mummy with 2 elimination points, Tetra with 1 elimination point, Adios with 1 elimination point. So there you have it, guys, a total of 8 eliminations by one hit IRC. Let's give it up for your winning team one more time. Alright, so let's take a comparison moment here against IRC versus OTF. IRC, the total of 1247 damage. However, the favorism goes to OTF here with a total of 1838 damage points. Knocks favoring for OTF once again. Eliminations, however, favoring for IRC. Total points favoring one more time for IRC. Well done, well played. Alright, so let's move on to the next stat. So let's give it up for your match MVP, DDX's RLXYS, with a total of 5 eliminations, 0 assists, 1046 damage, 4 knockouts, 0 throwables, and 207 healings. Well done, GG, well played. One more time, let's give it up for your match MVP for the match 2, RLXYS. Now moving on to the top players of match 2. First up stands YS with a total of 5 eliminations, PRM with 6 eliminations, Sham with 4 eliminations, Firuts, I guess, with 3 eliminations, and Naomi with 4 eliminations. Give it up for YS, PRM, Sham, Fruities, and Naomi for being the top players for match 2. Moving on to match rankings, at the very top stands IRC with 18 points, OTF with 12 points, S13s with 11 points, VE Victory with 9 points, GODZ, DND with 8 points each, ANTEIKU with 7 points, EQZ DDX with 5 points, TGR, Skyforce, and MST with 4 points, B2R with 3 points, RLX with 2 points, 4Win 2, Mavericks 2, SE, One Blood, UNX, and DND with a point each. Mafia gang, better luck next time, guys. You guys really dominated the first match. Well, the momentum did not stand up for the second match. So here you have it, guys, your overall standings. B2R stands at the very top with a total of 28 points. IRC 27 with just a point gap over there. And S13 with 17, a 10 gap over there. XH with 16, DND 16, RLX 13, OTF 12, Mavericks 10, DDX 10, EQZ 9, TGR 9, VX 9, AT7, T4's Mafia with 5 points each, Sky 4 Win with 4 points each, SE and UNX with 3 points each, INF with 2 points, and 1B with a point. Alright, so give it up for your teams who have participated for the day. We have 3 more maps to go, 3 more matches to go where you can definitely showcase your talents. So let's give it up for your overall top players. At the very top stands Error with 9 eliminations, Purem with 6 eliminations, Hesh with 5 eliminations, Vicky with 5 eliminations, and YS with 5 eliminations. Once again, let's give it up for Error, Purem, Hesh, Vicky, and YS for being the overall top players. Alright, so we can see match 1 has been dominated by B2R with a total of 25 points. Following it up with Miramar being dominated by IRC with a total of 18 points. Next up, everyone's favorite is your map Sandhawk, the greenery-filled, snake-filled map of the day. Right, and that's Miramar at its finest. Third parties, long bombs, and zone betrayals. Huge GG to the winners, and thanks again to Royal IRC for the thrills. The IRC prize pool screams just keeps getting better. So let us hop on into a short, quick break before we move on to, well, Sandhawk, obviously. Signing off temporarily is your girl, JLo. Well, or war back against soldiers. Well, let's give it up for your Royal Esports for the IRC Paid League, and let's give it up for Kanzer as well as Div for making this happen. The $100 IRC Paid Scrim, guys. First up, we finish it off with Erangel and as well as Miramar. So we got three more maps left to go. We are now into Sandhawk. Sandhawk is definitely in session, and the only rule is to, well, you know what? To survive. Forget camping. This is full send or spectate. And once again, you're watching the IRC prize pool screams powered by Royal IRC. And for those who do not know me, I am JLo bringing the heat straight from camp. Alright, so now it is time to step into the jungle of heartbreak. It is Sandhawk. Well, do I have to keep reminding you? Yes, I will. And it's about to get sweaty. You tuned into the IRC Paid League once again, guys. And who do you feel should be able to secure the chicken dinner for the third map of the day? Now, we saw a lot of how these teams, now all of these teams are really powerful, and we saw a lot of really good gameplay and how strategically they were able to rotate. Now, maps like Erangel and Miramar are really good maps for you to, strategically think. But in a map like Sandhawk, it's a really small map. Sorry, I just got into a cough as well. I once again blame the weather. Well, in a map like Sandhawk, well, you're not able to figure out where you're gonna get third party, fourth party, or even sixth party, right? So let's move in straight into the flight pathway. We can see the match 3 of the day, guys, Sandhawk. So moving on to the outskirts of the map, we can see a plain pathway cutting across Sami all the way, Vilmarkau all the way to Camp Bravo. Now I feel like all of these maps are having really good plain pathways. That's really good because teams are able to go into their locations pretty conveniently as well. You can see a lot of teams heading towards the southern as well as the northern, but mostly southern part of the map. We can see potential early clashes in locations like Camp Bravo, Lakavi, Kampong, Ori. Now let's let the games begin, guys. So you can see RL Lexus heading towards Paradise and the T4 is landing for Paradise as well, I believe, or are they going to Tatma? Feels like they are leaving Paradise. The TGR versus T4s, there could be some early potential clashes, and here comes the first knock against One Blood Nish. Let's take a closer view. And the Sky 4s right away from the beginning of Sandhawk here, guys, securing 1 elimination point. We are still stagnant with 21 teams, and the Mavericks going against the DNDs as well here. And we can see Victory X. Alright, so let's move on to Mavericks. So his Mavericks are literally fixated on getting the DNDs right under their wing. And down goes Nostra, 4 wins by ATs. Alright, will they be able to revive their teammate in time before they head into a rush? And down goes Nostra by AT Jayo. It's kind of similar to my name, isn't it? Just L is missing. Anyways, down goes Nostra, so it is up to Minute, Priest, and Pega to seal the deal. Or will they be sealed instead? Let's see how the tables are about to flip. It's either 80s or it's the 4 wins. And who would be able to walk out alive, guys? Let's give it up for all your teams remaining. We can see DND has lost one of their members already. So does 4 win and 1 D's. The situation amongst the TGR. Down goes the Luffy TGR by the T4s. Right, so let us see. And they are here. They come to secure the kill as well. Clumsy, Boyka. Alrighty, alright. Mavericks having a time of their own here. The least health. They've already secured 3 elimination points. The last man standing. Here comes a rush by the Mavericks. Will it be the DNDs or will it be the Mavericks? Now, obviously, Mavericks will have the upper hand here. And given that, yes, as predicted, down goes Poison DND, the first team to be eliminated, guys. So we are down to 9. Wait, wasn't it 20? Down goes Mafia Gang as well. We are down to 19 teams and just 65 alive, guys. Now, in a map like Sandhawk, well, there's gonna be a lot of knockouts early on itself. Come on, it's Sandhawk after all, right? So you can see IRC sort of going into a revive here. Minute has been knocked out. Didn't they just have a fight here? Well, seems like they're gonna have another. Alright, so here comes Chris for a revive. The two of their members have been knocked out. Got the ATs here as well. EGR's members, only Boyka and Clumsy remaining here. That's gonna be a situation amongst T4s, and down goes Clumsy as well. DND has been eliminated. INF actually. We are down to, are you kidding me? We are down to 17 teams, guys. By the time I was looking at the count, it was 19. Sandhawk, blink one eye and you're definitely gonna miss the fight. And down goes TGR as well, so that leads to, wait, 16, 15 teams? I am utterly shocked. Mind you, we are still in stage 1. So with that, we can see the team count has been increased to 16, which is 54 remaining. Situation amongst the 1Bs versus the Skyforce over here, revivals and health restoring. Bradley, it's up to Bradley to seal the deal right now. The last man standing for 1B, of course. Will it be Bradley? Will it be Sage? Sage is his last step. Down goes Sage. Yamaha sort of secured the deal here. 3 teams in one spot, guys. 3 teams, and down goes Bradley as well. What on earth is happening? B2R is right in the spot as well. Right, so with that, the 1B has been eliminated. That leads to a total of 14 teams, which is 52 remaining. Utilities are being thrown. It is a sandwich moment here. What on earth is happening on Pinan? Well, it is a situation amongst Skies versus the B2Rs. Here comes the rush by the B2Rs, and let's see who's it gonna be, guys. And down goes, down goes Yamaha, and down goes Aslan as well. Down goes Pakatai. No, not yet. He's in his last health. So it's gonna be a... Wait a second. Blink of an eye. I just blinked my eyes. B2Rs were eliminated as well. Well played by Skyforce. That leads to a total of 8 elimination points, enabling them for to be in the top of the leaderboard. We are down to just 12 teams remaining with 45 alive, guys. Do drop your early predictions on who you believe might be able to secure the chicken dinner for Sandhawk. Well, more of like a grassy dinner, or like, yeah. Okay, so we are still stagnant with 12 teams. Not much is gonna happen since we just have 12 teams now. We are still in stage 1, so that gives ample time for teams to sort of go into safe zone, do a little bit of looting here. However, that doesn't seem like the scenario for the DDXs over here. Viper has been eliminated, and right, so it is a situation against the VEs versus the DDXs, and we have the UNXs right around the corner as well. We are still stagnant to 12 teams, however. The DDXs are definitely having a more of a really good strategic approach there, giving them the more advantage given that they are in high grounds as well. Alright, so let's take a closer view at the leaderboard. We've got Skyforce leading with 8 points. Following it up with IRC, XH, MVX, DDX, and AT and T4s with 4 elimination points each. A lot of teams seems to have covered a lot of elimination points. I mean, it is a map, it is a Sandhawk map after all, right? Here comes DDXs and here comes IRC. IRC Mummy getting a knock here against DDXs and securing the kill as well. So it is up to YS to sort of do something up here strategically, or else it's going to be a 4v1 situation. Unless, of course, DDXs nap right behind the tail of IRCs as well. Down goes YS, down goes Mummy as well. So the Nuffler seems to be taking a little bit of another approach. Down goes one of IRC's members as well, ELX, right at the tail of them. Right, so let us watch and wait, guys. Who is gonna do what? Will it be the IRCs, or will it be the DDXs? So we are still stagnant with 12 teams, however, with 41 remaining. This is insane, guys. Will it be IRC? Will it be XZ? Will it be S13, RLX, Mavericks, DDX, Sky, OTF, AT, VXT4S, UNX? Do drop your early predictions, guys, and that's just like that. Down goes DDXs. So we are down to 11 teams. Already we are just stage 2. Mind you, stage 2 and just 11 teams. That itself proves how much of a map Sandhawk is. It's very brutal. It's very reckless. You're never gonna know when you're gonna get shot at, just as predicted. And down goes OTF's Ike. He definitely didn't predict that spray coming towards right at him. It's all up to OPAC to sort of do something strategically here, given that he is the only one who's closer to his knocked out teammate. Down goes Piruzzi by Dima. Just 2 manpower left for OTF to sort of seal the deal here, guys, or else that'll be the end of OTFs. And down goes alright, one of the GODZ members. So we got Dima and Luis remaining here. Who's it gonna be, guys? Will it be the OTFs? Will it be the GODZ? Skyforce over here. The Skyforce, yeah, Skyforce and Maverick seems to be in a really good position. UNX as well. And ooh, a vehicle knocked here, guys, by Sky against the ATs. And here comes Sage to secure another vehicle elimination, I believe. He seems to be circling around, knowing that one of the AT members are here. Fearlessly, he's driving straight headfirst into them. And here comes a nade as well. Now, if I were to get off a vehicle like that, I would have been knocked out straight away. Not quite sure how they do it. And down goes ATs by Skyforce. So in total of 12 elimination points for Skyforce, ANTEIKU has been eliminated. We are down to just 10 teams and 30 remaining, guys. Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, so we got IRCs over here, going sort of into a revive, as you can see. They seem to be playing up with the momentum once again for the third map of the day. When we got 4 more to go, we got another Miramar as well as an Erangel to finish it off. So teams better, you know, sort of put in their best game there right now. Wikisa seems to be sort of crawling the positions over here, running around, going back into the same position again, once again running around, confusing the enemy in total. See T4 sort of straight away heading towards the Mavericks over here. Cyrax is in a little bit of a hotspot situation, and down goes Cyrax. Come on, buddy. Right in the middle of a snake's nest. Really? Right in the middle of Maverick? You better think twice, boy. Alright, so that leads to a total of 5 elimination points for Team Mavericks. And yeah, we are down to still 10 teams remaining at a stagnant count. However, 29 remaining. Down goes ESP stage by RLX Sana. It is a situation amongst RLXs versus Skyforce. And here comes a molly, here comes a nade as well. Shotgun versus shotgun situation. Down goes a niche by Omega. Yes, 12k situation, of course. Right, so down goes ELX Tetra by VE ASIA Mavericks as well. A lot of fights are now happening a lot, given that we are still in stage 3. But like all teams sort of kind of get into huddled, because given that, you know, the map is quite small contrast to the rest of the maps that we had to play today. So here comes a rush by RLXs over here against Skyforce. Nades are being thrown, mollies are being thrown. Ooh, look at that lovely molly, literally burning Pocket Eye alive. Imagine he had still stayed there and the nade comes through. Pocket Eye was in his last HP as well, guys. So outskirts, we can see Omega. They already know where Pocket Eye is, though. Pocket Eye seems to be sort of away. And there comes Sana straight into Pocket Eye. And we can see another Skyforce member towards the left and right. So situation amongst Woods versus Pocket Eye. Down goes Omega by Jeff. A2. And down goes Sana as well. Now it is all up to Woods to save the day. Or will he be saved instead? Let's watch and wait, guys. Here comes another nade by Sky Forces. Down goes Omega, down goes Sana. Woods going straight into the rush. And down goes Woods. And that comes to the end of the story for RLX. So we are down to 9 teams left, guys, with just 23 remaining. Will it be IRC? Will it be XH, Sky, S13, Mavericks, OTFs? Hey, I was just reading that. Never mind. Right, so let's take an outskirts view of the map. We can see a couple of teams are already out in the blue zone. I mean, damage is not that pretty high given that we are still in stage 4. But like, they need to be very mindful though. Mafia gang sort of circling around. Feels like they already know where GODZ's duo might be around. Not quite certain. Right, look at that. Skyforce leading the leaderboard with a total of 15 elimination points, guys. Leading that with IRC and T-Force with 7 points. Mavericks with 6 points. Now, in a map like Sandhawk, you really need to focus on elimination points, guys, regardless of the placement. And down goes T-Force by the OTFs. What a really well-played situation. And right down goes another elimination point for Molly. And down goes Molly. That leads to the elimination of Team OTF. We are down to just 17 and 19 alive, guys. Will it be IRC, XH, Sky, Mavericks, S13, VX, UNX? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for and cheering for. Keep them motivated, guys, in your comment section below. Right, as you can see, GODZ sort of going head-on straight into Mafia gang over here. They're literally ganged up over there. Holding on to the higher grounds, and Nigesh seems to be one man standing here. However, if Nigesh will... Oh, down goes Dima. Last man standing for XH. Louis should be able to sort of revive him in time, else he would be knocked out as well by Team Mafia. Okay, here comes a rush by Mafia again. And right, a shotgun situation, and down goes Dima once again, and down goes XHOUSE GODZ, just like that, guys. So we are down to 6 teams and just 17 alive. Give me a moment as I rehydrate myself. Kind reminder to rehydrate yourself too. Lovely spray by Mummy over here. Almost had him at his knocking peak. And yeah, more sprays. They're not really aware of the really closest potential threat. Ooh, look at that! Look at that, guys. And down goes Team IRC. So we are down to 5 teams remaining, guys, and we are in stage 5 of the zone, with just 30 seconds left for the zone to closing for stage 6. So stage 5, of course, it's gonna be super hectic. The damage is surreal. We are still down to 5 teams and just 13 live in this small tiny little circle, which is 1 compound for gatekeeping, of course. Will it be Mavericks? Will it be S13, Sky, VX, or will it be UNX? Do drop your early predictions and let us know, guys. Just so we can see Mafia gangs, all of them are literally alive, guys. Now that's a really good advantage for the team to sort of have that sink in. We got the UNX with the entire squad alive as well. I sort of VX. Look at VX. They just got one man alive, guys, and it is Shams 87. He needs to get into the zone, else that will be the end of him. But there's threats right in front of him, and down goes Shams by Mafia Venom. Speak of the devil. So we are down to just 4 teams. Will it be Maverick? Will it be Sky, S13 or UNX? Do drop your early predictions guys and let us know which team you are rooting for. The couple of sprays going against the UNXs. Down goes UNX heading to the zone. The zone is brutal against the UNXs guys. Down goes Teva by Nigesh. What a lovely spray demonstrated by Nigesh. So just 2 members for team UNX over here. However, Mavericks seems to be going alongside as well. All of the teams seems to be pretty close to one another. All 4 of the teams, S13, UNX, Sky, and Mavericks. With just 10 seconds left for the zone to close in for stage 7. Now the zone is definitely not going to take 2 notes off you guys. The zone is going to be super brutal. So as long as you make it to the safe zone, that's when you call it, safe for real. So 4 teams in this little tiny circle. Who's going to make it out alive with a greenery, healthier, more chicken version, of course? Well, it is Sandhawk. A lot of grass too. You can see S13's Mafia Nigesh having his vehicle literally morphed up over here. And down goes the Vicky. So what a nice shotgun over there. A lovely shot by Nigesh. I've seen a lot of knocks going here by Nigesh. And he seems to be sort of dominating the day. So with that, Mavericks has been eliminated. We are down to just 3 teams. UNX, Mafia Gang, and Sky Force. Down goes Jiraiya from Team UNX. Down goes Pocket Eye as well. Sky Force is last man standing. JFees seems to be sort of struggling here. And down goes JFees as well, guys. So it is a 2-team situation. Will it be Mafia Gang or will it be the UNXs, guys? Do drop your early predictions. Will it be a 1v4 situation? Nope. Seems like it is a 4v1 situation. So give it up for the champion of the match, Mafia Section 13, also known as the S13. Well done, well played, GG. Right, so just like that, Sandhawk did what Sandhawk always does. Turn teams into separate spectators in seconds. GG to the survivors after all. So let's give it up for one more time for your winners of the third map, Mafia X Section 13, with a total of 18 match points, total damage 1278, total eliminations 8 points. That leads to a total points of 35. Well done, well played, guys. Right, so let's move on to the next stat, which is of course the winning team stats. Mafia Rios with a total of 4 eliminations, Pure Aim with 0 eliminations, Venom with 3 eliminations, and Nigesh with 1 eliminations. So there you have it, guys. Let's give it up one more time for your winning team for the match 3, Sandhawk. Moving on to match summary, we have 76 eliminations, 73 knockouts, 1,960 total healings, 7 grenade eliminations, and 50 assists with just 1 vehicle elimination. There you have it, guys, the match summary for your Sandhawk match 3. So let's move on to head-to-head comparison between Sky and S13. Damage, well, of course, Sky has the upper hand. Knocks as well, Sky has the upper hand. Elimination, 17 in total for Sky. I'm giving them the total upper hand. Total points, 22 for Sky Force and 18 for S13. So if you take a quick comparison, you can see literally has the upper hand in terms of all of the factors pointed out here. Well played, teams. Well done. Let's move on to the next stat. Let's give it up for your MVP of the match, EST Sage, with a total of 8 eliminations, 743 damage, 1 assist, 3 knockouts, and 166 healings. Well done, Sage. Well played. Right, so here you go, guys. The top players for match 3. First up, we got Sage with 8 eliminations, Jana with 6 eliminations, Arios with 4 eliminations, and Cyrex with 4 eliminations. Dima with 4 eliminations. A lot of 4 eliminations here, guys. Alrighty. So next up, we got the match rankings. At the very top stands Skyforce with a total of 22 eliminations. Following it up with Mafia Section 13, 18, Mavericks 15, IRC 10, UNX MST with 7 points each, GODZ with 6 points, RLX with 3X, and ANTEIKU DDX with 4 points each, OTF 3 points, KSDB2R 2, TGR AQZ a point each. 4 Win Daddies, SC1 Blood, Mafia Gang, DND, SDMZ DND, and Infinite will have to up their game in the next couple of matches we've got, of course. Let's see who might be able to flip the tables just like that. So let's move on to overall standings. At the very top stands IRC with 37 points, S13 with 35 points, B2R with 30 points, High with 26 points, Mavericks with 25 points, XH with 22 points, RLX with 17 points, DND with 16, OTF 15, VDX 14, VX 13, T-First 12, AT 11, UNX EQZ TGR with 10, each, Mafia 5, 4 Win with 4, SC 3 points, INF with 2 points, and 1B 1 point. So there you have it, guys. Well played by all of the teams. Moving on to your overall top players so far. At the very top stands Jana with 8 eliminations, Adios with 8 eliminations, Sage with 9 eliminations, Era with 9 eliminations, Wiki with 7 eliminations. So there you have it, guys. Your overall top players so far. Give it up for Jana, Adios, Sage, Error, and Wiki. Well played, GG, guys. Right, so if we take today's matches, we can see Erangel dominated by B2Rs, Miramar dominated by IRCs, Anhawk dominated by S13s. Now we have 2 more matches left, guys. Let's see who would be able to secure another Sandy Chicken for Miramar. Well, everyone's least favorite map once again. Well, ew, I am literally sweating here, guys. The pressure was real in a map like Sandhawk. Sandhawk was wild. Mind you, I'm using caps lock when I'm speaking, like wild. Third parties, grass snakes, and full on panic pushes. Big ups to our winners so far, and massive thanks to Royal IRC for keeping this jungle alive. More maps, more drama coming right up. Let's head into a quick short break. Well, hello, hello. Welcome back. Once again, let me remind you that this is the official IRC paid league for a prize pool of $100. Let's give it up for Royal Esports, managed by Kanza and also Dew for making this happen. Now, we did see a lot of proper gameplay in the previous matches, and it was pretty nerve-wracking as well. Now, next up, we got Miramar, of course. Well, the hills have eyes, she cores, and DMRs. So, welcome to Miramar, where high ground is king and low ground is your grave. You are watching IRC Prize Pool Screams, powered by Royal IRC. And for those who do not know me, I am JLo, ready for another spicy round. So, well, ooh, this is a very typical plane pathway. It's vertically crossing from Toria Humada all the way to Puerto. This is very typical, guys. Now, the teams really need to decide on where exactly they're going to land onto, given that it's a very typical pathway. Unless, of course, you are really up for an early fight straight away. We can see a lot of these teams are moving towards the eastern side of the map rather than the western, of course. They're literally moving towards the right. And look at the first zone. Are you kidding me? PUBG has its mind of its own, doesn't it? We could see a potential early clashes between IRCs versus the Mafia gang, and some potential fight clashes amongst places like Los Leons, Impala, and definitely in Hacienda. El Azhar seems to be pretty occupied with just one team. However, they might come in between the UNXs. So let's see, guys. I am super thrilled. I am super excited. It's my favorite map once again, Miramar, and least favorite of yours. I can't comprehend the fact that people actually hate Miramar. It's pretty such an amazing map. So let's see who's gonna take the first knock, the first blood. Of course, you can see EQZs sort of well, they're actually busy looting, not really caring about who could be around. Loot is important. Well, not gonna lie, loot is actually very important for a map like Miramar, given that, there we go, guys, the first knock. Let's take a closer view. D&Ds versus Kai's. Down goes Naomi, down goes Anish as well. Right, so the two men standing, Pocket Eye with his last, down goes Pocket Eye, so it is up to Sage to save the day, guys. Let's see what sort of game strategy Sage is about to play. And D&D, White and Din, is it? I really can't comprehend the name. Righty. So going straight away into revives, securing their team members as well. T4 is sort of going against the Mavericks head on early itself. So Mavericks have already secured 1 elimination points as we speak, and DND securing a total of 3 elimination points. So that leads DND to be at the top of the leaderboard for now. For now, trust me, we are still in stage 1, honey. With just 20 seconds left, 40 seconds are closing, and here comes a rush by Mavericks, and down goes Cyrax, is it? Yes, it is Cyrax. I am so bad with names. So Maverick seems to be holding on to situation. There's a spray going against, and down goes the noob by Hasi. Yeah, that was a really lovely spray. And down goes Apex. With that, the first team to be eliminated is the T4s, guys. Well done, Mavericks. So that leaves a total of 19 teams and 4 elimination points for Mavericks, obviously. And with just 71 alive. Well played, Team Mavericks. Right, so as we speak, we can see a situation happening between OTS and the ATs. Take a closer view. Alright, so ANTEIKU. I really wonder what ANTEIKU is actually. Alright, so OTFs quite not aware where ATKU Aku. Fancy names, I'm telling you. Aku seems to be sort of gatekeeping higher grounds over here. Well, not anymore. He seems to be going into a rush with just 3 manpower left for OTFs. Sorry, for ATs. So the OTF sort of overlooking into the whereabouts of ATs as well. AT seems to not be backing out anytime soon. They are holding their guns, waiting for the first prey to get into their nest over here. And here comes Ike. Down goes Opal by Cloud. Down goes Cloud as well simultaneously. Ike going in for a revive straight away, and Aku is in trouble. Ayud is in trouble. Who is it gonna be, guys? Fruities has already been knocked out. Coop is sort of going in for a revive, I believe, here. However, nobody is really able to revive Cloud at the moment. The minute they get revived, there's definitely going to be a rush from the OTFs. And here comes a nade. I think he's not really aware of the opposition's location. They have revived the teammate as well. Here comes the rush by Ike. Will he be able to connect some points? And nope, he did not. Cloud is still in the process of healing himself up. Here comes Aku, and here comes Cloud as well. Nades are being thrown. Ike is not really aware. Ooh, almost got him the nade. Well, half damage. Let's see, guys. Here comes a rush. Not yet. Cloud keeps coming back and forth, really not wanting to give his full exposure. Right, so I feel like all of the teams are... Wait a minute, Coop, are you for real? Do you just have your gun back? Okay, with that, OTF Scoop has been eliminated, and so are you securing 1 elimination point? And Aku sort of overlooking into potential threats in front of him. Here comes Opak. Here comes Ike as well. They're still stagnant with 19 teams and just 69 alive, guys. Who is it gonna be, guys? Do drop your early predictions. Who would be able to make it alive of Puerto? Would it be ANTEIKU's or will it be the OTFs? Here comes a rush by Cloud, and we can see OTFs. Remember, down goes Opak as well by Aku. So here comes the Cloud straight into a rush against IP, and here it is, guys. Down goes Team OTF. Well played by ANTEIKU. Ooh, look at that toxicity over there. Even on the deathbed, ANTEIKU is definitely on fire. Right, so we have seen a lot of amazing gameplays by all of these team members, regardless of which map they are really good at. But like we can see a lot of strategies being pulled out, guys. Now these are really good key points for us to remember as well. The more you observe, the more better you can comprehend on how you can play strategically as well. Here comes KSGs against the One Blood. KSGs was literally driving all the map, guys. And down goes Nish as well. So that leads to just Neo and Bradley to save the day. Let's see what sort of strategy they're gonna pull up, guys. P2Rs over here as well. Right, so P2R securing for 3 elimination points. Now, if you take a closer look at the leaderboard, of course, we can see a couple of teams that were not able to secure points in the previous matches are actually scoring right now. Now, this is what you call flip of tables for real. Right, so you can see a lot of teams are outskirts in the blue zone. They should be able to make it in the zone, given that it's just stage 2. So just like that, team 1B has been eliminated and we are down to just 17 teams and just 60 alive, guys. Now if you take a closer look at the leaderboard one more time, you can see B2R with a total of 6 points, enabling them to be at the top of the leaderboard. Following it up with Mavericks and AT with 4 points respectively, and D&D with 3 points. Rest of the teams may need to strive more harder. Well, it's Miramar, and right after we got Erangel as well, so do pull up your A game, guys. Let's see, going against the B2R. Down goes Venom SC as well by Panda. Aslan has been knocked out. Now, would he be able to be revived by his teammates in time? Or else will they be rushed instead? Let's wait and watch, guys. Right, so DDX is sort of having a moment here against the RLXs. Right, and ooh, really love the Mini 14 shots. You can sort of get a glance at. Here comes Omega. Will Omega be able to show a couple of... ooh, down goes Team SE. So we are down to 16 teams, guys, and just 58 remaining. It's a situation amongst RLXs versus RLXs. Right, so we can see Woods going in for a compound safety, and DDX's esports here sort of gatekeeping the cement houses, and right above them stands their positions, of course, for Alexis. Let's see what sort of strategy is about to be played out by these teams, guys. Do drop your early predictions, and just like that, down goes TGR by the team ATs. ATs are peaking for the next victim, guys. I see RLX Sana sort of gatekeeping the area to sort of give insights for his members. You can see TGR's Boyka has been knocked out. Now it's up to the hands of Clumsy, Drax, and Luffy to save the day, guys. Will it be the TGRs or will it be the 80s? Do drop your early predictions. Let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, here comes some couple of shots by Clumsy. Following it up with a nade. Will he be able to seal the deal? Well, not really. Nades have been thrown, smokes have been thrown, almost had him at his cloud. The zone is also closing in for stage 3. Here comes Clumsy with an S12K, and here it is, guys. Will it be Aku or will it be Clumsy? And down goes Aku. With that, team ANTEIKU, my bad, ANTEIKU has been eliminated. So we are down to 15 teams and just 55 remaining, guys. We are still in stage 3, with just a minute and a half for the zone to close in for stage 3. Right, so DDX esports over here. Sort of eyeing over to RLXs, but the RLXs are literally creeping behind the DDXs over here, guys. I don't think the DDXs are really aware of their potential threat, and it's your time. Wait, there was another guy who had a similar name. I don't remember. Anyways, you can see Sana has been knocked out by YS. Now it's really tricky for RLX to be able to go and revive their teammate Sana in an open field like Miramar. Now the mountain is right behind him, and let's see if the DDXs are able to secure the deal here. Not really. Now look at where Dilla is standing as well. They're literally ambushing DDXs at this point. Now this is really good gameplay, this is really good strategy, especially when you are going in for a rush. Get 2 knocks or get 1 knocks, and you need to ambush them from every corner possible, making sure that they have no escape from you. So here you go, guys. DDXs versus RLX. Let's see who's about to make it out alive. Boosting health, reviving, smoking around, nades being thrown. Let's see, guys, we are having a moment of our own. RLXs versus DDXs here. Oh, D&D is having a moment with B2Rs as well. Here comes a rush by Omega. Straight into the house, guys, with no fear. Right away. And down goes Omega into a nade. A lovely nade executed by Naplan. Down goes Woods by It's Your Time. Well, it's definitely his time. And 1 HP, guys. Down goes Dula as well. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, Team RLX has been eliminated by DDXs. Well done. We are down to just 14 teams and just 51 remaining, guys. Who do you think will be able to secure the chicken dinner for the fourth time? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. So, KSD versus the D&D, guys. Let's see who's it. D&D's last number is being ambushed here. OMG. And there goes another elimination, guys. Team D&D. So we are down to just 13 teams remaining. and 48 alive, guys. And if you take a closer view at the leaderboard, we can see B2R once again leading with 10 points in total, following it up with Mavericks and DDX, and yeah, with 4 elimination points each, and TGR with 3 elimination points. Now teams like UNX, EQZ, Mafia Gang, 4 win will really need to step up their game here, guys. Just 2 maps remaining. Who do you think would be able to secure the deal for Miramar one more time? And here down goes Jana Mavericks. But the VE Mavericks in a bit of a tough situation here, guys. Grenades are being thrown, smokes are being dispersed every corner, every nook. Down goes UNX steady by the TGRs. EQ is securing the elimination points for MBX. Well, they're being third party down there. Didn't I tell you? The more huddled your teams get, the more you're gonna be around. You better be very vigilant around your surroundings. In a map like Miramar, snipers, well, chef's kiss, sealer of all your eliminations. TGR is going against the UNXs over here. We're still stagnant with 13 teams and just 47 remaining, guys. The head count seems to be decreasing, however, the team count doesn't seem to be decreasing. Down goes minute 4 win by the IRCs. IRCs are definitely having a time of their own here. Still down to 13 teams. That's a UN Nexus, and here comes a rush by the IRCs. Sorry, TGRs over here. Clumsy going in with S12K, and Sodus is a position with another S12K as well. Almost had him here as well. Let's see, Teddy versus Clumsy. Who's it gonna be, guys? S12K versus S12K. Do drop your predictions, and down goes Teddy. That was not an S12K, by the way. Right, so, and down goes Team UNX, guys. Clumsy is on fire. Right there. So we are down to 12 teams and just 42 remaining. Will it be B2R? Will it be IRC, S13, Mavericks, IXX, DDX, TGR, VX, EQZ, Mafia Gang, or 4 win? Now we are still in stage 4, guys. It's just 0 seconds left for stage 4 to close in, and well, it just did. So a minute and a half for the 5th zone to set in. Now 5th zone in a map like Erangel, oh, you better watch out. Make sure that you have a lot of medics in your backpack. ZH is going against Mafia Gang, going against the 4 wins here as well. Alright, so it seems like all of the teams are being huddled to one another now. Now it is definitely up for them to use and make use of their utilities. Now see, guys, we can see Marfia's section 13, Nigesh over here is trying to see a couple of elimination points here, and oh, what a lovely nade against the 4 wins, guys. Down goes Team 4 wins. So we are down to just 11 teams. 11 teams and just 37 remaining, guys. So XHOUSE GODZ here over here having a clash against the Mafia Gang, and here comes the rush against the GODZ. Down goes Dima, down goes Sacha as well. So it is up to Louise and Blade to make it up for the day. Will they be able to give us a perfectly executed 1v4, or will it be a 4v2? Let's watch and wait, guys. I am super thrilled, super excited for this. So yep, just like that, error scores, couple of eliminations as well. We are still down to 11 teams, and here comes error. Shotgun shot, beautiful, and down goes error, guys, securing the kill as well. So XHOUSE GODZ, a total of alrighty, a total of 4 elimination points, guys. Mafia section 13 here with a total of 5 elimination points. Down goes Storm Agauri. What is happening here? The bridge is literally being gatekept. And down goes EST Sage as well. So Team Skyforce has been eliminated, and we are down to 10 teams, which is 29 alive, guys. We are heading straight into stage 5 of the safe zone in just 15 seconds. And down goes Team 4 win. Here we have it, guys. TGR is having a really good position over here, and he was able to secure a knock against T4. It's a TGR's clumsy. Let's take an outer view of how the teams are rotating into the safe zone. You can see DDX is over here, IRC in the other corner, and Mafia Gang at the bottom. It's a full fruit salad moment here. I wouldn't be calling a sandwich moment, but a proper fruit salad moment, because a lot of teams are being huddled here together. Literally huddled together. So you can see nades are being thrown at one another, molotovs are being thrown, smokes are being thrown. However, they need to be very mindful that in just a minute the zone is about to close in, and it is in stage 5. The zone is not gonna take pity on you, that's for sure. And here comes YS flanking from the bottom, and down goes Nigesh. Down goes Venom as well. We are down to 19s, and down goes Nafla. Right, so with that, guys, it's still stagnant with 9 teams. Section 13, Pure Aim. Down goes Pure Aim as well to a nade. So Mafia Gang's S13 has been eliminated. We are down to 8 teams, which is 21 remaining, guys. Who will it be? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Okay, so we can see last man standing for XHOUSE GODZ. Louis is trying to play it safe here. They're going straight in for a rush. We've actually got 2 solo medics, B2Rs and the XHOUSE. Luffy going against the Mafia Gang. Here comes his own guys. Now look at the hell he deteriorated. Just half a second, and the zone is gonna kill you for sure. Yes, that's good. Better pull up those medics right away now. And we are still stagnant with 8 teams and just 21 remaining, guys. Down goes Perfect EQZ. Down goes a couple of Mavericks members as well. And just like that, Team EQZ has been eliminated. So we are down to just 7 teams and 16 alive, guys. Down goes a lot of knocks against the Mavericks here. TGRs going against the DDXs. And just like that, DDX has been eliminated too. So we are down to just 5 teams, guys. Do drop your early predictions. Will it be IRC? Will it be Mavericks? Will it be XH, TGRs? Or will it be the Mafia Gang? All of the teams are playing really well. Kudos to all of the teams who participated. This is also not just a learning curve, but also a real-time experience for sure. In the blink of an eye, we are down to just 4 teams, guys, with the IRC, Mavericks, TGR, or Mafia. And we have already entered into stage 6, which is 40 seconds left, 35 rather seconds left for the zone to close in. The Vicky sort of fixated on Team IRC over here, and TGR is taking a very good safety in the compounds within the zone, of course. That gives them really good advantage though. You can see IRC sort of taking different angles, different locations. They're not huddled together. And 10 people remaining, 4 teams alive, this tiny little circle, and we are entering into stage 7 of the safe zone. Here comes Mafia, here comes Wiki Mavericks, and IRC is a little clueless as to what they are supposed to do. What's the strategy? Let's observe and watch. You can see TGRs are literally placed amongst the corners, the nooks of the safe zone, so they should be able to get a couple of knocks here and there. You can see a nade is going to be cooked and thrown against Clumsy. TGR's Luffy over here giving a little bit of cover for his team members. Maverick's last man standing, Vicky over here. Now all of these teams are literally staying in put just to get a couple of eliminations and rush when the right time comes in, settles in. I can see TGR and IRC is definitely having a lot of advantage here, given that the teams at least consist of 3 to 4 members. Meanwhile, Mafia and Mavericks will really need to sort of look into different approaches, given that they have very less sufficient team members for now. Let's see, guys. Will it be the TGRs or will it be the Mafia guys? Now, of course, high advantage for TGRs. Look at the placement here, guys. TGR is right in the middle, Mafia at the bottom, and towards their center front stands Maverick, last man, and towards their right stands Team IRC. Now this is a really good sandwich moment, guys. And it's 1 second left for the zone to close in, and down goes by Cairo by TGR, securing the elimination point simultaneously. So it is up to Apex to save the day. Down goes the Electra by a nade, beautiful nade executed by Luffy. He is a full-on grenadier, isn't he? And here comes Vicky with a nade as well. Mafia holding on to a nade as well. We are entering into stage 8 of the zone as we speak. And yeah, so IRC having the upper hand over here, which is all 3 of their members alive. Vicky coming closer and closer, creeping in closer and closer, waiting for the right moment to sort of clash in and secure a couple of eliminations, waiting for the chicken. So do drop your predictions, guys. Who do you think might be able to secure the chicken dinner for the 4th map of the day? So we are gonna close into the blue zone in about 17, 16, 15 seconds. 14 and 9 remaining in this little tiny circle. Here comes a rush by the IRCs against the TGRs. One man rushing straight into the nest of TGRs. Meanwhile, Vicky is sort of overlooking into and letting whatever happens, guys. I'm just gonna wait till y'all end fighting. So for me to show off my strategy as well. And alright, here comes Adio straight into above Vicky. And down goes Sher's IRC into the zone, guys. Down goes Adios by Black TGR. And yep, they secured the kill point as well. It is up to Mummy to seal the deal, or will he be mummified instead? And yep, in his last health. Down goes Luffy as well. Oh my god, 3 solo men standing, guys. Solo men actually. Down goes Team TGR by Vicky, guys. I don't think he was really aware of the member over there. So we are down to just 3 teams. Will it be IRC? Will it be Mavericks? Or will it be the Mafias? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. And ooh, almost had him one more time. Here comes a rush by Vicky, sir. He's like, yes sir, I'ma get you. And here comes a rush by Vicky versus the IRC member. And down goes Team IRC. So we are down to 2 solo men. Will it be Mavericks or will it be Mafias? Let's see, guys, who are you voting for? Who do you think should be able to secure the deal for one more time before the last map of the day? So it's a solo versus solo situation. It's a 1v1. Who would be able to make it out alive and walk away with a really tremendous chicken dinner celebrated with his team? Vicky sort of holding on to. Guys, we are in stage 8 already, mind you. Stage 8 is very critical. You go into the zone, you're definitely gonna get knocked out pretty fast. Look at how much the health is deteriorating. Now, with just 0 seconds left to close in, here comes stage 9, guys, for the safe zone. Mavericks' Vicky definitely has more advantage here. Or if only he knows where Apex is at and a nade or some sort of utility is thrown, uh, a kill will be guaranteed for sure. Ooh, feels like Vicky sort of heard me. Here we go, guys. The smoke's being thrown at. Apex will literally have no way of getting onto higher grounds anytime sooner. So with 0 seconds left for stage 9 to close in, guys, let's see what sort of gameplay will be adopted. Will it be the Mavericks or will it be Mafia Gang? Drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Apex seems to be sort of unclear in what he should be doing right now. Well, I would be pressurizing as well once the stage 9 zone sort of starts settling in. Usually in a map like Sunhawk, right after stage 6, the map would have been ended. Like in a map like Miramar, oh boy, it could go stages and stages and last a day. Here comes the zone, guys. The zone starts shrinking in, and Apex in his last health, and down goes Apex, guys. Here we have it, guys. Let's give it up for the champion of the match, VE Mavericks. Well played, well done, GG. A beautifully concluded Miramar map for sure. Right, and that's Miramar at its finest for sure. One more time, let's give it up for your winners for the fourth map of the day, VE Maverick, with a total of 41 points, 6 eliminations, 786 total damage, and 16 match points. Well done, GG. Right, so let's move on to the next stat, of course, your winning team's team stats. Well, Vicky with a total of 2 eliminations, Asia with 2 eliminations, Hasi with 2 eliminations, and Jana with 0 eliminations. So there you have it, guys. Well done, well played, Vicky, Asia, Hasi, and Jana on securing the fourth chicken dinner for the day. If you take a closer look at the match summary, we have a total of 74 eliminations, 86 knockouts, 13,104 total healings, 5 grenade eliminations, and 42 assists with 0 vehicle eliminations. There you have it, guys, your match summary for the day. Right, so let's move on to the next stat, of course, the head-to-head comparison between TGR versus B2R. In terms of damage, TGR holds the upper grounds with 3,463 damage. In terms of knockouts as well, and elimination-wise, TGR holds a total of 19 points, 15 for B2R, and total points for TGR 23 points, and B2R with 17 points. There you have it, guys. Seems like TGR seems to be having the higher grounds here in terms of comparison. And let's give it up for the match MVP, Yamahesh, with a total of 7 eliminations and 4 assists, 1,635 total damage, 5 knockouts, and 352 healing. Once again, let's give it up for B2R's Yamahesh. Let's move on to the top players for match 4. At the very first stands Yamahesh with a total of 7 eliminations, Drax with 7 eliminations, Luffy 6, Mummy with 3, and Panda with 4 eliminations. Let's give it up for your top players of match 4. Hesh, Drax, Luffy, Mummy, and Panda. Well done, guys. Well played. Right, so let's move into the next set, of course, your match rankings. At the very top stands TGR with a total of 23 points, B2R with 17 points, Mavericks 16, IRC 10, Mafia Gang 9, XHOUSE GODZ with 7, DDX 7, Section 13 6, DND 4, ANTEIKU 4, EQZ 2, OTF Esports 1, RLX 4 Win, X, SE 1 Blood, Skyforce UNX, ESMST, DND Infinite. You guys will really need to perform in the last map, guys. So moving on to overall standings, at the very top stands IRC with 47 points, B2R with 47 points as well, S13 41, Mavericks 41, TGR 33, XH 29, Sky 26, DDX 21, DND 20, RLX 17, OTF 16, AT 15, Mafia 14, VX 13, EQZT Force 12, UNX with 10, Cobain with 4, SC with 3, INF with 2, and OCF with 1. So that's queued up for your overall top place, guys. Yamahish with a total of 13, Era with a total of 11, Mummy with a total of 10 eliminations, Vicky with a total of 9, and Drax with a total of 9. So there you have it, guys. Your overall top players: Yama, Hesh, Error, Mummy, Vicky, and Drax. Well played and well done, guys. Alrighty. So let's take a look at the match schedule. Today's matches, of course. First up, we had Erangel. That was definitely dominated by B2Rs. So next up, well, is one of our most favorite maps as well, which is Erangel. So as I was speaking, match 2 being dominated by IRC, match 3 being dominated by S13, Miramar being dominated by Mavericks. So who do you think should be able to seal the deal for Erangel one more time? Who do you think would be able to keep up with the momentum? Well, first of all, Pew. That desert heat was real. I was feeling the heat in real life too. If Miramar had a motto, it'll be no cover, no mercy. Props to our MVPs and mad respect to Royal IRC for making all this happen. Let's not forget Kanza as well as Dew. And so the next final round coming soon. Let's head into a short break and let the teams prep up before they head into the final map of the day. Welcome back, guys. We are heading straight into, you know what, the OG playground, Erangel, where Sasnoka zones will make you cry and Pochinki says hi with bullets. This is Jailer, for those who do not know, casting the IRC prize pool screams, powered by Royal IRC, and I can already smell the bridge cams brewing for sure. Right there. So if you take a closer look at the pathway of the plane, it is literally heading straight away from shooting range all the way to military base. Couple of teams already heading towards Severny. I feel like that's where the first early clash is gonna be at. A couple of teams heading towards Rozok, Kochinki, and let's see who should be able to go to base. Now, the main factor you need to consider here is, the bridge campers. You really need to be wary of where they could be. And look at that, guys. The zone goes towards the northern side of the map. A lot of teams are actually in the safe zone already, so not much of worry for them. However, the only concern would be when they're about to get clashed amongst another. So let's see, guys, who would be able to secure the chicken dinner for the last map, and let's see who will be able to get the first knock. So let's take a closer view. T4 is going straight into head first, right above the 1Bs. T4s have already lost one of their members. However, the other has already been knocked out. 1B sort of planning, approaching with a rush. Look at the map, guys. See how many teams are around. It's not just T4s, it's not just 1Bs. You also got the ANTEIKUs alongside as well. I did not know school, apartments, or the school main building would be this crowded. For what reason? We'll never know. So if you take a closer view of the leaderboard, we can see TGRs and 1Bs, DDXs have already scored one elimination point each. We've also got the UNXs right behind the bout. Let's see, guys, will be the T4s. Which team do you think would be able to make it out alive? We'll never know. But the One Blood T4s, ANTEIKUs, as well as the UNXs. Let's see, guys, who would be able to get it. Right, so we can see a lot of utilities being thrown to one another. Now this is a real textbook example of from being salad, basically. And here comes Typhoon. What is happening, guys? Feels like there's gonna be a lot of team eliminations early on itself. Down goes the OXF Psych by 1B Neo. Down goes alright, the OXF Psych has already been eliminated. Down goes Pocket Eye. Triforce came into a rush and now they are literally being rushed by the 1Bs. That gives a total of 3 elimination points for Team 1B that enables them to be at the top of the leaderboard. The T4 is rushing straight into the 1B's layer here as well, giving another elimination point. And here comes Apex, and down goes Team 1B, guys. The Team T4s are able to secure their knocked out team members simultaneously. We are down to just 18 teams and 62 alive, guys. Do drop your early predictions as to whom you believe would be able to secure the deal for the final match of the day. So the TGR is right around the corner here as well. TGR is going straight against SC's nades being thrown, and here comes that one and only SC with a shotgun, and down goes Max, that is SE. So that gives a total of 4 elimination points for Team TGR, with a total of 17 alive and 60 remaining, guys. Alrighty. So, alright, we got OTF Esports going against the DNDs, and right behind their tails we got XH as well. What is happening here? They were on their last HP, guys. Like a very soon rush might occur against the XHs amongst the DNDs. Right, let's see. At the top of the leaderboard stands TGR with 4 elimination points already. T4 with 3, TND 2, and here comes a rush against the DNDs. And the XX down goes white TND, and what a reflex by Luis there with his shotgun. Amazing. Here comes. Oh, that was a I believe I can fly moment again. So DMA versus Doing, I guess. Or Doing. I'm not quite familiar with the names. The DMAR sort of heading straight into the. Here comes a rush by the DMA and the OTS right behind their tails, and down goes team XH, guys. Team XH has been eliminated. So that leads to a total of 16 teams alive and just 57 remaining. E4 is reviving their members over here. AT is sort of holding on, gatekeeping the mid of the apartment area. Right, so along with TGR, we have DMZ with 4 eliminations so far, and the 4 win seems to be rushing straight into the opposition here. OTFs is going straight into SDMZs, but I feel like the OTFs are not really aware of their very potential threats here. Yep, they're not aware. He literally put his gun back as well. Poison DND watching, and ooh, almost got him. Almost. Now the team is aware that okay, Poison was there, and then goes Poison DND. So we are down to just 15 teams alive, guys, which is 54 remaining. Here, this is just stage 1 we are in. Imagine how stage 5 could look like. It's gonna be deadly. There's gonna be a lot of bloodbath, I believe. So not much is happening at the moment. 4 wins sort of had their elimination secured here. Got Chris, and we got Skyforce over here, and ooh, down goes Skyforce. Think of an eye. And we are down to just 14 teams remaining, guys, with 51 alive. And just as T4s were able to get into a fight, here comes the next rush by the ATs. They're literally like sharks, guys. Is that a bow I see? Okay, very weird. Right, so the sort of ATs are sort of gatekeeping here, and right along T4s we got another squad right above their tail, and the UN Nexus sort of gatekeeping the main school building. BST. Beast. Oh, alright. Beast sort of waiting for the prey to sort of get right into his lair. And here we have it, guys. The shotgun moment by Beast. However, he was not able to secure the deal there. So now it is a moment between DDXs versus the ATs. Let's see, guys, who's it gonna be? Will it be the DDXs or will it be the ATs? Do drop your early predictions and let's see which team you are supporting for. Right, so we got one header. And he's not quite really aware that Muffler is right in front of him, though. No, not really certain as to what is going to happen here, but let's see, will it be the DDXs or will it be the ANTEIKU? Smokes are being thrown, and down goes Chris for him by Wyatt. What's happening here? Alright, but yet Chris was able to be revived, and down goes Minute as well. Was he not aware of the opponents, or? Now would you look at that, all the way from apartment. Look at this, guys. Look at this. That is why you should be carrying a weapon like number 14. It could be very advantageous in big maps like Erangel, Miramar, Sandhoff. Well, pretty much, but like not as similar to Erangel and Miramar. The DDX is rushing straight into the AT's layer over here. Going in for a revive as well. It's your time. He's definitely having his time being knocked out. Alright, so you can see UNX. Ooh, look at that. Look at Virus's mini 14 taps. Tap, 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 and you're definitely gonna get knocked for sure. So just like that, guys, we are down to 13 teams and just 48 remaining. Who do you think would be able to make it out alive with a last chicken dinner? Nafla thriving here against the ATs. Nades are gonna be thrown at by ANTEIKU. Let's observe and wait. I am literally biting my nails right now. Will it be the ATs or will it be the DDX esports, guys? Here comes a rush by the DDXs. And down goes ANTEIKU. So it's the two-man standing. Will it be a 2v4 situation or will it be a 4v2 situation? Let us observe and wait, guys. Wahida in his last quarter of HP. Shafu sort of camping and sort of giving cover to his teammate. And here comes the rush by a three-man situation, along with YS sort of partnering from the other end of the side. And we have a minute and a half for the zone to lock into stage 3, guys. It's your time has been knocked out. Nafla in his last quarter of health as well. And two in sync, they literally fell off. And down goes Shafu. And Shafu, Wahida to do something out of his sleeve. It's gonna be a 1v2 situation. Who is it gonna be, guys? Will it be AT or will it be the DDX? Here comes the rush against Wahida. Alright, and down goes Shafu and down goes Wahida. The DDXs, well played there, guys, being able to secure a total of 6 eliminations. That enables them to be at the top of the leaderboard for now. However, we do have 12 teams to go and just 42 remaining, guys. CDR are having a solo situation here. Moika being the last man standing here. Alright, so moving on to EQZs. Seem to be gatekeeping a location which is very predominantly not that exposed to the potential threats across. Oh, there you have it. That vehicle is such a menace. We are still stagnant with 12 teams and just 42 remaining, guys. Do drop your early predictions on who do you think might be able to secure the last chicken for the day. Well, not much is really happening, so that gives us some ample time to eat a little bit of popcorn and enjoy the entertainment that's about to happen here. Right, so EQZs, I feel that they must be... Ooh, and the Mavericks right along the corner. I feel like the EQZs are going straight in for a fight. And 4 wins right behind their tail here, guys. They were not aware of where Chris could be. That's a really well played flank by Chris. I feel like Swaggy is sort of aware now. Yep, they are. Here comes Perfect and Perfect with a vehicle knock over there. That is up to Pega and Nostra to do something out of the box. Right, and down goes Chris. See, will it be the 4 wins or will it be the EQZs, guys? Do drop your predictions. Let us know who it is gonna be. The EQ Storm has been knocked out. Like the EQZs are having a high advantage here, given that almost all of the teams are alive, and they should be able to come up with something, a very strategic approach. They might have been rolled up in their sleeves. B2 Wars are having a moment here in Yasnea. the house is being barbecued, and just like that, team has been eliminated as well. So we are down to 11 teams and just 31 alive, guys. Yamaheshin is lost health. Alright, so with that, the Mafia gang has been eliminated as well. And we are down to just 9 teams and 30 alive, guys. ASDB2 are sort of very nearing to the OTR. Yasna seems to be having a moment of its own. A bloody bath, a bloody bath all around Yasna. A lot of teams, a lot of eliminations could be seen, and okay, so EQZ seems to be sort of circling around the 4 wins. Last 2 men not really ready in for a rush, but like rather looking for to get a knock and then go in for a rush straight away. Let's see, guys. Let's see what sort of strategy is going to be played out here by the 4 wins. Look how with every angle they're locating to, they make sure that they have eyes on the opponent, guys. So this is what you call textbook example of strategic gameplay. And here comes the rush by EQZs. 4 wins, and a nade is being thrown, Molotovs are being thrown, and yep, I don't think Nostra, well, as predicted, down goes Nostra. So it is all up to Pega to seal the deal now. Will Pega be able to avenge his friend's death? Down goes Boyka TGR, eliminating Team TGR. So we are down to 8 teams with just 28 remaining, guys. Down goes Nostra. Will Pega be able to avenge his teammate's death? Let's wait and watch. Here comes the rush by the EQZs, marshmallowing, barbecuing house here, compound. It seems to be finding for the last man, but like not really sure as to where he could be. The guy staying on his ground, and here comes the first rush and down. Ooh, what a lovely shotgun moment over there. It's amazing. But like he was not able to stand the ground regardless of his amazing shots. So with that, we are down to just 7 teams and 27 remaining, guys. Alright, so IRC is over here having a moment against VEVX is over here. Here comes the shotgun situation. Down goes Zombie. Down goes Zombie, and down goes another member for VX. It's Oscar. The last man standing, Royal Batman. And down goes Royal Batman. Down goes Team IRC, guys. So with that, we are into just 6 teams remaining, which is 22 alive. And with just 15 seconds for the zone to close in for its stage 5. A merciless, amazing zone. Right, so let us see, guys. Will it be the B2Rs, EQZs, VX, OTF, S13, or MVX? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for and which team you would like to see winning the chicken dinner for the last map. As we can see, Mavericks over here. Now, a lot of teams have almost all of their team members alive, so that's a really good plus point. But the Mavericks are sort of playing it safe across the edges. 3 X's. However, they had to sacrifice Zombie in order to have a very safe gameplay. Like, let's see. If we take a closer view at the leaderboard, we can see B2R leading one more time. 8 points. Following it with EQZ 6 points, VX with 4 points, OTF 3 points, S13 1 point, and MAVERICKS with 0 points. A lovely spray by Pure M over here against the Mafias. My bad, guys. Against the Beach Wars. And just like that, VXs have been eliminated. So we are down to just 5 teams, guys. Do drop your early predictions. Who do you think might be able to secure the deal for the final map of the day? Jana Mavericks having a moment of his own against the OTS. OTF! Okay. Right in the middle of the zone as well. Amazing, amazing. So a couple now look at the locations, how they are securing each angle, so they're able to sort of ambush the opponents with potential threat. This is amazing. Down goes Arki by Vicky. Jana has already been knocked and killed. That leads to a total of 3 members, 3 manpower to be outplayed by Mavericks. And Mafia Section 13 having a go against as well, and the OTFs. 5 teams remaining, 17 alive, and we are just in stage 5, guys. And just like that, Doc has been knocked out. Right, so Team Mafia were able to secure the elimination that against the Mavericks and the OTFs as well. What just happened there, guys? Alright, so we are still stagnant with 5 teams and 15 alive. Do drop your early predictions. B2R is dominating the field here today. Early on itself. Right, so here comes a knock against the Mavericks by Nigesh. S13 is going against the Mavericks over here. And yeah, S13 going against the EQZs as well. Who do you think will make it out? Nope. And down goes Pure Aim as well. We are down to 14, guys. Will it be B2R, EQZ, S13, or the Mavericks? Drop your early predictions. Let us know which team you are rooting for. S13's Venom and Nigesh, the only men surviving. The ruthless chaos that was just created here. Not much seems to be happening at the moment, but you'll never know. What just happened here? B2Rs, did they just eliminate Mavericks? Yes, they did. So we are down to just 3 teams, guys. Will it be the B2Rs, EQZs, or the S13s? The B2Rs are definitely having a really good advantage, given that all of their team members are alive. Almost had Venom as well. EQZ is having 3 members alive, and 13, which is 2. Down goes Nigesh to a S12k shot. Here comes the nade. Would he be able to connect a couple of nades against the opponent? Nope. Not yet. And alright, so B2R is going against the EQZs right now. Third parties, literally third party them. B2R is dominating the field here, guys. And down goes Swaggy as well. Now it is up to perfect. Now 2 solo manpower here. And ooh, down almost had Swaggy as well. The situation between S13, B2R, and EQZ. Here comes the zone as well. What just happened, guys? There you have it, guys. Champion of the last match. Let's give it up for KSG B2R. Well played, well done, well perfectly executed. Well, that is it, guys. That is it for a wrangle. So let's move on to the stats, of course. Let's give it up one more time for KSG B2R. Match points being 26, total damage of 2,765, total eliminations of 16. That leads to a total point of 73. Well played, well done. Literally dominated the last map. Alright, so let's move into the team stats of your winning team. Right. Definitely, Erangel has its ruthless glory, as explained to you before. Moving on to the winning team stats, of course, at the very first we got Error with 6 eliminations, Panda with 2 eliminations, Hesh with 3 eliminations, and Aslan with 5 eliminations. Let's give it up for KSGB to our Error, Panda, Hesh, and Aslan for securing the deal one last time for today. Well played, well done, guys. GG. Alright, so let's move on to the next stat. Match summary, we have 71 eliminations, 73 knockouts, 7,801 total healings, 9 grenade eliminations, 28 assists, and 2 vehicle eliminations. I'm overall happy with how the match summary turned out, that being for the final map, of course. Let's move on to the next stat. A head-to-head comparison between B2R and EQZ in terms of damage. Of course, B2R having the upper hand, knocks as well, eliminations as well, total points as well. So you can see B2R having a total upper hand in terms of all the factors pointed out here. And yeah, let's move into the next. Let's give it up for the match MVP, BE Azlan NRC from B2R with a total of 5 eliminations, 951 damage, 3 assists, 5 knockouts, 0 throwables, and 149 healings. Well done, well played, Azlan. Right, so let's move on to the next stat, of course. The top players for match 5. At the very first stands Aslan with 5 eliminations, Error with 6 eliminations, Scoop with 4 eliminations, Heish with 3 eliminations, and YS with 3 eliminations. So there you have it, guys. Top players for match 5: Aslan, Error, Scoop, Heish, and YS. Well played, well done. GG, boys. Moving on to the match rankings, at the very top stands B2R with a total of 26 points, EQZ with a total of 14 points, S13 with 10, OTF 8, Mavericks 6, Victory 6, DDX 6, TGR, DNZ, MST 4, VE4 Win, 1 Blood, ANTEIKU with 3, Skyforce IRC with 2, GODZ SE with a point, Mafia Gang UNXR, Alex DNZ. Better luck next time, buddies. Right, so there you have it, guys. Match rankings for match 5. Moving on to today's matches, you can see match 1 dominated by B2Rs, IRC match 2, match 3 vanquished by S13s, match 4 devoured by the Mavericks, match 5 once again keeping up with the momentum is your B2R. So there you have it, guys. All of the teams who were able to secure their chickens accordingly. What was the highlight of the moment for you? Do drop your comments and let us know why and how. Right. So let's move on to the overall MVP. Drum roll, please. Let's give it up for Yamahish. Of course, let's not forget how many knocks he was going forth, back and forth for all 5 matches. Yamahish with a total of 16 eliminations, 727 average damage, 2.2 average assists, 3.2 average eliminations, 3.2 average knocks, and 208 average health. Well done once again. Let's give it up for Yamahish from KSGB2R. Well played. So overall top players, guys, you have at the very top stands Heish with 16 eliminations, Error with 17 eliminations, Purem with 11 eliminations, Ricky with 11 eliminations, and YS with 9 eliminations. Well done, well played, guys. It was tremendous. It was hectic, but regardless, y'all were really up to the point. Right, so let's move into drum roll, please. Second runners up, let's give it up for One Hit IRC with a total of 29 eliminations, 20 placement points, and total points being 49. Kudos, well done, well played. Give it up one more time for One Hit IRC. And moving on for runners up, we got Mafia Section 13 with a total of 30 eliminations, placement points 21, total points being 51. One more time, let's give it up for your runners up, Mafia Section 13. Well played, well done, guys. Alright, and now it is the time that we've all been waiting for, the champions. Let's give it up for KSGB2R with a total of 51 eliminations, 22 placement points, and total points being 73. There it is, guys, your champions for the paid scream, of course, sponsored by Royal Esports. Give it up for the team that rose above the chaos, clutched in the zones, and outsnaked these snakes. Well done, well played, KSDB2R. Right, so that comes to the conclusion, guys. Let's move on to overall standings. B2R 73, S1351, IRC 49, Mavericks 47, TGR 37, XH 30, Sky 28, DDX 27, AQZ 26, OTF 24, DND 24, VX 19, AT 18, RLX 17, T4 16, Mafia 14, UNX 10, 4 wins 7, 1 BSC 4 points, and INF with 2 points. So well done, guys. Well played for all the teams that participated. It was hectic, it was tough, it was definitely brutal. Then again, regardless of out of all those chaos, some of the teams were able to really outplay all of them. And once again, let's give it up for KSDB2R. Y'all are the official kings of this jungle. From early rotates to ice cold finishes, you guys played like machine driven monsters. So, there you have it, guys. That's it, folks, for now. The final zone has finally concluded. The dust has begun to settle, and the chaos has crowned a champion. This marks the end of the IRC Paid League, sponsored by Royal Esports, for a prize pool of $100. And let's not forget to give a shout out for Cancer and Do for making this event splendidly happening. And I am JLo signing off, your caster for the day. Have a wonderful night ahead. And yeah, stay blessed. Signing off for now is your caster JLo.